Have a good time. Recording in progress. That's all the rhymes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I got it.
You got it?
Okay.
Okay, show starting soon. We're on YouTube.
Well, live apparently. I need to turn that down. Oh. Do not disturb. That's what we want.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready when y'all are. Let me know.
I'm ready.
Look how much my hair's kicking out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yep. Ready. Go.
Okay,
Go.
now that Chitty's hair is all good.
I know, yeah.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. Come on.
Do not give these guys things that make sounds.
I'm a potato.
Oh, God, I feel like we're podcasting with Duke now.
Duke, lay off the sound effects.
Oh, God, I feel like we're podcasting with Duke now.
I don't know, Duke. I kind of liked it.
I am recording.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
I am going to agree with Duke. I'm having a look now, and he is correct.
Hello and welcome to episode 723 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 723. What up, people? You and me. Ian Ooh. What's happening, y'all? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu. Oh, God.
And that over there is Chinny.
I'm
Did he
Chinny.
die?
Sorry, no, I
Did he die?
got a mute button on the thing and I press it because
Oh.
I'm considerate.
Diarrhea.
Well, you're not that considerate because it
Oh.
makes it like so unprofessional.
Well, if I'm making noise, then I
Chinny
mute it.
Yeah, he just made a big diarrhea noise.
Oh, you could just be quiet. You could just.
No, I'm
like,
considerate because I'm
tell.
typing, Stu. I'm mute.
Oh, fair enough.
That was a farcical sound effect.
Now, can I just say, top of the show?
No, we don't have time.
No.
Get up. I'm so excited, and I just can't
Why?
hide it. I know.
Why?
I
No
Well,
Pointer Sisters. We
should
went
you-
over this.
Should
Can
you
you guess?
should you be getting
Guess.
excited at your age, Stu?
I know. It's not a good idea.
With your heart condition. Never
your
mind his
I
age.
know. So, can you guess why I'm excited?
Something
I
about
don't-
your conservatory.
No.
Is it
Oh,
Alan?
okay.
Is
Oh,
it Alan
really?
Wake related?
No, it's
Oh,
totally
Christ.
gaming related, though. It's totally gaming related.
Have you
But
got a
it's
new
not Alan
VR
Wake.
headset coming?
No, I haven't bought anything yet.
You haven't bought anything
You
yet.
finished Cyberpunk.
No. I wish that were true, by the way. I wish that were true.
You didn't buy anything.
you
No,
bought.
Is
but
it
I'm-
finishing a game?
I might be buying something.
You bought one of those
Oh.
new fangled sex robots.
No.
He already had one of those.
Oh, he's already got
Yeah,
one. Of those.
it wasn't very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Sexbot 6000.
It was.
Yeah.
Wasn't realistic
What was
enough.
that? Oh, the Duchess is in the basement.
What are you talking about?
Throwing
Sex
around
bots.
sticks.
Sex bots. Yeah.
Yeah.
She came in. You said sex bots. Who knew?
What's up, Duchess?
So come
Get the
on.
ladder.
I don't know.
Big
It's
news.
not a ladder.
Big
What is
news
that?
this week.
Hang
Big
on.
news,
Duke's-
man.
Hold on a second. I gotta figure out what the Duchess has here.
Oh, my
What is
God.
that?
Oh, God.
What's
She's
she got?
One of your goats.
It's flooring.
She got
It's flooring.
flooring.
I knew what that is straight away.
No,
Lauren.
you did not.
Yeah, as soon as she
No,
walked in, I was like,
James.
it's laminate flooring.
Did
No.
Chinny really know what it was?
Yeah, straight away.
God.
Wow, you're a nerd, dude.
Yeah, man.
At least the
Got
audience
problems.
is trying to guess, by the way. James said PS5.
What is she doing with it? Is
Well,
the
that's not
question.
true.
She's
Putting a
gonna
floor
use
down.
it
Is that
to.
what she's doing?
No, she's not. Why don't you shut up and let me talk for once? I always let you talk. Oh wait.
Yeah, sure.
She's
you
gonna
do.
put it around the chicken coop.
Ah,
All right. Okay.
Put it in the chicken coop on the
course she is.
inside around it.
bloody hell.
Yeah, she's building a new chicken coop and she's gonna use the flooring on the wall.
Those
Floor
those
walls.
chickens
Tell
live
you.
better than you guys.
They bloody do. It's like a
Chickens do
mansion,
live
that
pretty
chicken
well.
house. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, back to Stu's.
So,
Anyway,
so are you
it's
getting a
alright.
PS5?
He's going to
James
buy-
Bevan.
No,
James
PS9.
Bevan.
No, I just said that. It's a good guess,
Just
though,
said
but
no.
it's not right. It's not
Um,
right.
It is a good guess, but you're incorrect. Sorry.
Right, I'll give you a clue because this is going badly.
Yeah, you're wrong.
It's
Go
going
ahead. What's the
badly.
clue?
Every show goes badly, Stu.
Exactly. So here's the
par for the
clue.
course.
Here's the clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Here's
is
the clue.
hardware related, and
Oh, is it really hard?
it's only been announced this week. It's only been announced this
Well,
week.
I haven't
I
been
don't
keeping
know
up
what's
with the
been
news.
announced this
with-
week.
I haven't,
don't keep up with
I haven't
that
been keeping
shit.
up with the news, so I don't know.
Hot news.
As Eugene Merman said, I'm an artist and I've been drinking.
Have you no idea? You two
no.
are so out of the loop.
Shut
I
up.
mean,
Yes,
you-
we are.
you're
'cause
talking about
he has a
babies
baby, and I don't care.
You don't, yeah, but you only played
Goran.
like cack games, so I played good games like Spider-Man.
So
You-
what's some CAC hardware though? Then what's
Tac-
CAC hardware announced this
Thank
week?
thank you, GH
What?
Rocker in
What?
the chat.
Steam Deck? I thought you already had a Steam,
Steam
Deck.
Deck.
Oh my god.
OLED, a Steam Deck.
Fucking
What
hell.
the fuck is OLED? So one Steam Deck's not good enough for you. You need a
My-
new one.
God.
What
I've-
is it?
It's just
No.
a better screen.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
better
No.
specs.
say.
It's better
It's
specs as
better
well.
Everything. No, it's
Fucking
not better. It isn't any more
Like
powerful.
anybody
Let's
fucking
just start
gives a
with
shit.
the
Now I
bad-
could spend twice as much time trying to get
Oh.
games to run on it that won't run, and then I don't play the game, and I complain about how
Wow.
long it takes me to get the
It
game.
ran
This is what you did
eventually.
recently.
It
He was
ran
talking all about
eventually,
how
though.
much time it took you to try to get a game to play on it.
Anyway, so so this week Valve have announced the Steam Deck OLED. So it's basically got a bigger screen,
No one
so it's
gives a
bigger.
shit.
Shut up, you.
You could not play that sound effect enough for me.
No, shut up. So it's got a 7.4-inch screen rather than 7, right? Which doesn't sound
wow.
a lot.
Wow.
You're right, it doesn't, and
Yeah,
because it's not.
doesn't. If it was
Which
your
doesn't
penis, you wouldn't
sound a
brag about it,
lot.
would you?
But
0.4
when you
inches
see-
more.
when
All right, let
you-
him talk. Let him talk.
Sorry.
When you see it, it looks amazing, right? Because I'm not one of bragging or anything here, but I have got an OLED telly, so
You
I
do
got
alright.
the YouTube,
Yeah, you
the
do
YouTube
alright.
comparison videos up.
Sorry, I'm
And-
sorry. You're gonna have to forgive me here. I have a point of clarification. What the fuck is OLED?
It's prettier, sharper screen,
Wow.
sharper screen.
Better black.
Oh, Stu's got this condescending. Wow, you're
So
such a
basically-
loser, Duke. You don't
Yeah,
know
better,
what
better
OLED is.
colours,
Oh my
sharper
God.
screen, better resolution.
Better black.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, what it does is it only lights up the pixels it needs, so
Correct.
the blacks are properly black.
Yeah.
So it.
So,
it-
it's,
it
so,
looks
so the problem
bright,
you
so
might have
sharp.
noticed this with a lot of TV shows, Duke. These days, if you watch a lot of TV shows, they have a lot of scenes in the dark because they film with these cameras that work.
Yeah, but that new shit looks fucking amazing. Can I
Oh,
just
it's
say?
a little
No.
better. Stop it.
No, it's a lot better. No, if you get a decent OLED telly, it looks.
So
I'm
w-
not going to
better.
get.
So
an
so
OLED telly.
so
My
because the
telly's
switch
fine.
the switch went from a normal one to an OLED, didn't it, Stu?
It did, but the different. Here's the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've still got 7-year-old hardware with an OLED screen on it because it didn't change anything else. It's just like just stick an OLED screen on, it's fine. Yeah. And it uses more battery power, so the battery on the Switch doesn't last as long anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's less because it uses
Whereas,
more power for the OLED.
According to the review I'm looking at here for the new Steam Deck, this has a noticeably longer battery life.
It does, right? And there's two reasons. Well, there's actually a few
Okay.
reasons for that.
Okay.
So one is
Go
they
ahead.
put a bigger battery in. So they did put a bigger battery in
that'll do it.
because the OLED screen's thinner, so they had more room in the Steam Deck to do that.
Oh,
So
nice.
they created more room. In addition to that, they put a better cooling system inside it, right, which uses
All
less
right.
power, but it actually cools it better. So they did that as well. What they also did, and this is just so Valve, isn't it? This is totally Valve.
I
They
bet when
changed-
when Millie gets married, he's going to be half as excited as he is right now.
I know. They changed all the Phillips head screws on the back of the case to
Oh
hex
my
screws
god!
to make it easier to repair. They went, you know
Fucking
what?
hell.
Let's do that as well.
How does that make it easier to repair?
Jesus Christ. All right.
Because-
The second paragraph on the review I'm looking at here says, people, this is not a performance upgrade, so it's not more powerful. People happy with last year's version probably won't need this. Well,
But
Stu's going to get it anyway.
in addition to that, they put a better processor
No,
in it
Stu.
and
Dude,
faster.
stop.
Stu.
You had us with the
They put
fucking
faster
hex.
RAM in there.
Shut up.
Stu.
You know what?
Stu.
Nobody cares about that. Go
Oh
back
my
to the
God.
screws.
Stu. Why does putting hex screwdrivers make it easier to open?
Because they're easier to undo than Phillips
Than
head. 'cause
Phillips.
heads have a Phillips have a tendency to be rounded if you don't get the right.
It is a little easier, I think, to strip
It's-
Phillips
it
head
is
screws
easier
than
to
it is
take. It is,
But it's not
than hex
that big a
screws.
deal. I mean, especially when you're having that
It's
small,
not,
like-
but it's just that's such a Valve thing to do, isn't it? It's like let's just do that as well. You can also.
You're such a fucking
Valve is
hard
good
on.
with hardware.
I
There's
tell you
no
what,
doubt.
Oh my
you
God.
you've just got such a fucking little fanboy.
Anybody who
stiffy.
tuned in to play
No, I
video,
haven't.
to hear
Valve.
video
I
game
can't
discussions
tell you.
has tuned
I
right
can't
Oh
off.
my
tell you.
god!
And let's
Oh,
just.
so how do you
let's-
know you're
such
going to
a-
get this?
You're such a
Because
Valve slag.
I'm already.
Did you like
bought into
win a
it.
lottery or something?
Guys,
or are you
hey,
just
wait a
thinking
minute
I would
here.
like to
Just
get one?
A minute. says the Rockstar fanboy over there.
Hey, yeah, but
I
like,
don't remember Chinny going off for 20 minutes about some new
I don't
goddamn
know.
game and
I
how
don't
there's
know.
some minor adjustment to it.
It probably might.
yeah, when the
Anyway,
remake of GTA 5 came out, I barely spoke about it on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
We're all fanboys
Anyway,
of some
look,
kind.
Anyway.
honestly, it looks amazing. Right,
Oh.
on the screen, right, the difference in the screen quality was just phenomenal. It just looks amazing. But the trouble is, anyone watching it on LCD won't see any difference. It just looks the same. But when you look at it on OLED, it just looks
You know why? Because it's not that big a deal.
It's
This is like with the
eye-bleedingly
curved
good. It
tellies.
looks
This is like when they had
No.
those curved TVs
Telling
and they
you.
were like, "This is gonna revolutionize your TV experience," and nobody bought them, and it went away. And I was like, "Yeah, good call. Let's ignore
Do you know
all
what
that
I
shit."
love?
Can we just
They're trying
remember
to
that
get us to buy
Stu?
new shit.
Can we remember
love it,
just
Kelly, I
Stu
love it.
a few episodes ago says I don't cave into marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, I'm
Right.
totally caving into
Thank you,
marketing.
Chinny.
I know.
Totally caving.
Lying
Stu,
ass.
you don't need this.
I do.
You don't.
You don't.
want it.
I
You
did.
don't.
You
I
won't
need
want it
it
in
in
2
my life.
months.
You don't,
it.
How much does
Stu.
it cost? How much does it cost?
Well, this is where they get you.
Yeah, go
right?
on,
This is
go
where
on,
they get
how
you
much is it?
because
I just want a number.
You
it
slag,
is
you Valve
quite
slag.
expensive, right? For the
Oh,
the-
Gabe,
they're only doing
Gabe
2
Newell,
models.
give it to me, Gabe.
I know. They're only doing 2 models. They're doing a 512 gigabyte and a terabyte one, right?
Oh,
Of
Gabe,
course, you gotta have the
Gabe,
terabyte
give me
one.
the
Well,
give me the
this
2
is where they
terabyte,
get
Gabe.
you.
Give me the
This
2
is where they
terabytes.
get you. This is where they get you, right? Because the 512 is something like £449, and the 1 terabyte is something like 559 or 500. So it's literally about 80 quid more, and it's like, well, you're definitely going to get that, aren't you? Because you're going to pay the extra to get
suck
an extra
it,
500
orphans in
gigs
Gaza. I know you could use this money, but I need
Memory.
a better Steam Deck.
What would they be doing with the Steam Deck anyway, Stu?
Yeah, exactly. Where are they going to
They
plug
could
it in?
play some video games
Where they
Yeah.
while
plug
they
it
wait
in?
for a bomb to destroy their orphanage.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no electric. What's happening?
Stu, this I think
Oh.
this angers me more than I expect it to. That you've bought this.
I haven't bought it yet.
You
You
have
haven't bought
though.
it yet, Chinny.
I am.
Come on,
I
he's
bought it
going
in my
to.
head.
I just
I bought
think
it in
it's
my
just
head.
so like stupid.
So ridiculous.
It's
so
so cack. Like the
Now
Steam
again,
Deck.
look,
I can
all
look.
of
The
us
Steam
are
Deck
wrong
is
on
if
things.
you
I love my Steam
if you didn't have a Steam Deck and you was like, I'll buy this one. I'd agree. Like
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's one thing.
Look, I don't have a Steam Deck. If I was to buy it, I'd probably buy the new one.
Do you
But
want one? Do you want one? I've got one.
no, I ain't buying nothing off you. Right. So
It's like these people who buy a new phone every year. Like, you don't need a new phone.
I
Your
know.
phone is fine.
Honestly,
phone
it's just
every year.
stupid.
Yes,
If you buy like a
well, it's
new
even dumber than a new phone, though.
if you
I've had
buy
it
the new
18 months
iPhone
now, it's
15, like what are
Yeah.
you doing with your
Chinny
life?
is holding up his iPhone 15.
Yes, I am.
I
yeah.
know,
But
exactly.
but I haven't bought a
How
phone.
much, can I ask how much was that?
I haven't
by the way?
bought a phone for 4 years though. So
Yeah, but how much was it
Well,
though?
okay.
So
How much was that?
my last phone was 4 years old.
How much was it though?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just bought it.
It was a
About
lot more than it would have been to
£1,000,
get an
a lot more
Android
than
phone.
a fucking Steam Deck. That's how
Yeah,
much it
but
was.
I use this more than you will use that Steam Deck for
Oh,
sure.
I don't know. I use my
That's
Steam
true.
Deck a lot. Can I just say?
Yeah, mostly
you
trying to
think,
get games
Stu,
to run and then you
that
move off.
you actually think that you're going to use your Steam Deck more than my fucking phone?
That's pretty.
No, I didn't say that.
And I
No,
haven't-
I use it a
he-
lot.
I don't
didn't
buy
say
a
that.
new
I didn't
phone.
say-
Also,
He
when
does
did
play
when
a
did you
Steam Deck a
when
lot.
did
He
you
goes
buy
outside and plays his Steam
when
Deck.
did you buy your Steam Deck? When did you buy your Steam Deck? Your last one?
It was July 2022.
Okay, the last phone I had was before COVID. So you bought 2 Steam
So-
Decks in the space that I've
I
bought
haven't
one
bought
phone.
it yet.
You are going to though, so stop.
I probably
So,
am.
so
I
that
probably
that's
am.
not
I don't know
part.
about
That's not
that.
part of your argument, Stu. You bought more Steam Decks than I bought phones in the last 4 years.
That's true.
So shut
That's
the
true.
fuck up and just buy your stupid shit and accept that it's just marketing that is making you do it, not the spangled stuff that's
It's
on.
Gabe.
it.
really is.
Gabe's got
Gabe.
me. Gabe has got me.
Gabe could just go right nipple rings and you'd buy them.
New,
New
Oh, but
Valve
look at
nipple
their
rings.
OLED
Wait, wait.
nipple rings.
OLED
but-
Valve nipple
yeah,
rings, and
if
you're
they
like,
were-
give me 1,000 of them,
Onyx.
Gabe.
Not
If
just
there were
a
nipple
regular
rings with an
nipple ring,
OLED
it's
screen on
Onyx.
them, I'd be on them.
You'd be on
Yeah.
them. You'd be on them. You're just a Valve slag.
Sex noises in
Yeah,
Oh my god.
lovely. Anyway, another episode, another box.
Oh my god. What's in that?
Hey!
What's in that? I can't call it that twice on the show.
Oh
What's
man,
in
the
that
Duchess
box?
should see this.
What's
What's
in
in
the
that box?
So this one has been sent by
What's in the
Well, it'll
fucking
be on
box?
the video.
Oh.
Yes, it was sent by Chipmunk Hill
It's
with
yeah.
love from Wisconsin, home
So,
of the Badgers.
I'm just gonna cut it open here. This is sent from Duke.
Yeah. For
I'm
new
guessing-
listeners, Chinny had a baby about a month ago, and
I don't like
yeah,
to
the
talk
Duchess
about
and
it,
I-
to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Her name is Rosa. She's adorable. You got to follow him on Instagram. You'll see.
I know.
the
Who
baby.
knew? I didn't even know he'd had a baby.
Yeah.
Is he had a baby? Is there a baby? Something?
You'd think I'd be the bloody first person to have a baby. Right.
And he showed the baby with the Halloween costume, and he said he's got Christmas clothes
Yes.
ready to go next month.
Oh my god.
So
You
there's
packaged
that.
You know,
this
dude,
well,
can I
dude.
just say?
I didn't really mean to package it very well, but I went to buy. I had to buy a box at the post office, and they had these new kinds of boxes because you used to have to buy the box and then buy a roll of tape and then tape the box up with the tape.
Yeah.
Now they sell these boxes that have like strips
Yeah,
of tape
yeah.
on them.
It's really good.
I was like, oh, what a time to be alive!
So I've got a card here, and it says
Yeah.
Rosa's parents. So that's me and Tara. We got bubble wrap. She
Well,
loves.
you hope it's you and Tara.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
We know it's
But
Tara, but-
everybody says Rosa's really cute, so maybe not me. So we got bubble wrap. Thanks, Duke. Really
Oh
like
yeah, sure.
And
You didn't
we've
really need it
got-
because it's not really fragile, but
that. Ooh, we've got Christmas outfits. Oh, it's a
No.
Thanksgiving.
it's a Thanksgiving because
Thanksgiving.
you got Halloween stuff, you got Christmas stuff. Now you got
Aw.
Thanksgiving clothing
Oh,
for a
look,
holiday you don't celebrate.
totally
That's right.
stuffed. It's a little turkey on it that says
Yeah.
totally stuffed. That's very.
And you
cute.
got a pilgrim hat on.
Yeah. We don't understand Halloween over here. My first
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Hey. Well, she was just looking at pictures of an OLED Steam Deck at the same time.
I am.
That's right.
Little-
Oh, it's adorable.
Little turkey trousers things. That's
It's
funny.
got a turkey on the butt. The Duchess
Aw.
didn't realize at first it had a turkey on
Oh
the butt.
wow! What's this? Ooh,
Oh, hey, oh.
it's
So it's crinkling.
it's crinkling. Okay, it's
Well,
little toy. I'm guessing it's a.
It's a
What is it?
It's a badger, yeah. The
A
local uni is the Wisconsin Badgers. so
Wisconsin
now you have
Badger.
a badger.
Yeah. Okay. I will
Yay!
pass those on to Rosa.
Hooray! Yeah.
Aw.
Happy baby.
When is Thanksgiving?
It's I can never remember. I think it's like the 23rd, maybe.
I've no.
I'm glad you take it seriously, Duke. Anyway, that's all I can say.
Yeah, well.
Well, thank you so
Yep,
much.
November 23rd.
November.
It's like the
23rd.
last Thursday in November. So, well, second to last. In this
Okay.
case.
Yeah. Well, Rosa is going to have her first swimming lesson on the 25th of November.
Aw,
So,
yay.
yeah. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Duke. Yeah, that'd be very, very cool.
Yeah.
I will make sure that Rosa gets those presents. And send you a picture. So thank you very much. Lovely.
Yes, you're welcome. Happy baby.
Thanks.
Yeah, we took the first time we took Millie
Yeah.
swimming. She was only tiny, and we just threw her in.
Yeah.
She just kids don't care. Babies, they don't care. They just get on with it. They're just straight in there.
Well, if she responds to how she responds to bath time, it's going to be half an hour of fucking hell.
Really, she
Yeah.
don't like bath time.
She
does
hates
Wow.
bath time.
I see.
Hates
Millie
it.
loved bath time. She was never bothered.
Hates it.
Couldn't
So
wait.
Paula Poundstone was talking to a friend, comedian Paula Poundstone. Is like, oh, my parents just threw me in the pool to teach me how to swim, and I was like, they weren't trying to teach you how to swim. I guess when they shot at you, they were trying to teach you to deflect bullets, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we did with Milky. Get her in there. Just get her in straight in.
Yeah.
No problems.
Okay, does anybody have a proper story, or should we just get into what we've been playing?
Oh, did I tell you about the OLED Steam Deck? Did I mention that?
Okay, we're moving on.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? Let me talk. What you been playing?
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know. Who wants to
Okay.
go?
All right.
No.
Who's going first?
I don't know.
I think Stu has the most to talk about, so he should probably go first.
Go for
I'll
it.
go. I will go first. Then
Uh,
in that case, I'll go.
I got to play
first.
more games so that he doesn't get a chance to go as soon as he gets done
I know.
yapping about his Steam
So,
Deck.
I've been playing a little game, which is a bit of a guilty pleasure, as Chini pointed out last week, which is one of those games that doesn't review brilliantly, but I kind of
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it's a
yeah.
garbage
like
game then, huh?
It's not garbage.
Well,
It isn't garbage.
They're kind of like above average, but not by a long, but not by
Yeah,
much.
the reviews of them are always mixed.
Yeah.
They're always mixed.
This is never mind. I thought this was something new.
Some
Because-
people
these
buy
aren't
them,
garbage.
some
Because
people don't.
this is the
Alright.
you're playing the devil in me,
I am playing the
But I
Devil
think
May.
probably one of the worst reviewed ones was the Man of Medan. That was probably the worst.
That was the first one. That was the very
Oh, was
first
it?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Man of Medan.
Inside.
Which was all right. It was just this weird set on this haunted ship thing. So you're on a ship for the Man of
But
Medan.
you're not on a ship here.
You're not on a ship. This is a full-on psycho killer in a clockwork house is the best way to describe this game.
Psycho killer.
The only thing I feel like playing this game is that it's a bit unfair.
Right.
I feel like it's a bit
How
unfair.
so?
For a couple of reasons, because I feel like, although you're meant to try and keep everybody alive until the end of the game, that's basically, regardless of what the story is, the aim of these games is to not let people die.
Don't die.
Right.
Don't let anyone die. You've got
Don't
to keep
let anyone
everyone
die.
alive. Not anyone. You've got to try and keep.
Does the game
everybody-
end when you lose one person?
No. It just carries on
Oh.
and they just get
So you
killed.
just got to keep somebody alive at
You
least.
just got to try and keep as many people. Well, the game will end if everybody dies, So if you get everybody,
Right. So as
killed,
long as you have one person alive, you're good.
you'll get to the end of the game. Yeah.
Okay.
But the
So it
problem
doesn't matter if you
is,
lose some people.
well, there's a couple of issues I have this. One is
Okay. Start alphabetically.
some of the characters are a bit obnoxious, right? So the guy who you can see on screen,
I can't stand
Charlie,
obnoxious people.
Yeah, he's a bit obnoxious. He's a bit of a twat. And quite honestly, I'm not that bothered if he dies.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I like this guy already.
you know what I mean? It's like, just die. And I thought I'd accomplished that because I got him locked in
Oh, you
this
thought you
room.
had him killed off?
I thought I had him killed. I got him locked in
Oh,
this
geez.
room, and then there's all this
Yeah.
gas coming out of the walls, right? But
All right. Here we go. He's going to die.
And then this animatronic like person pops up out of the floor holding his own lighter. So it's
Ooh,
obviously
it's like Five
flammable
Nights at
gas.
Freddy's.
And you're like,
Yeah.
well, he's about to die. He's going to get singed a bit.
Sucks to be him.
So it gives you two choices at this point. It says, try the door, which has been, securely locked. So I'm like,
Right.
well, I ain't going back out the door. Or there's grates in the floor, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
try and lift up the grate. So I tried to lift up the grate. And there's already fire. It's already set this shit on fire.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling up the grate, and it comes up a little bit. So I'm like, and then it gives you the choice again: try the door or lift the grate. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to try the locked door? Because what's the point in that? So I managed to lift up the grate eventually and pull that out, and then he climbs inside him, pulls the grate back over himself. So
Sorry, I
here's
thought you wanted this person to die.
well, I did, but you still got this sense of trying to save him, I guess.
I
So
guess. Okay.
so that happens, and then I'm thinking, well, there must be a crawl space under there going somewhere so he can escape, but there isn't. He's just
Oh,
trapped
yeah.
underneath the grate instead, while all the fire.
So he's died.
And then he starts to singe and smolder and smoke and stuff, right? So, and he's screaming, and then it cuts away to another character, right? And Chinny, I know you've said this a million times before. If you don't actually see them die, they're probably not dead.
They're probably not dead.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
probably not dead. I just assumed because he was smoking, he
Yeah.
was probably going to be dead. That was the end of his.
Oh, simple stew.
He was cooked, but literally cooked.
Simple stew.
Simple stew.
You
So-
wave a little OLED machine
I
in front of him, and then he just gets
know,
torched.
I know. So I played all the rest of it, and I thought I'd lost two. I definitely, the other one was definitely dead, right? And that was fucking weird as well. So
Yes.
there's a girl who, like, she gets trapped in a room.
It sounds like a funny story, doesn't it, Duke? There's this girl, she
does a
chopped,
bit, though.
she chopped her head off.
I'm clutching my stomach.
So she's asthmatic.
And I wanted her to die, and I want everyone to die.
So she's got asthma.
Yeah.
And she's trapped in a room, and it's all locked up in it. She can't get out, and the lights go out, and then she starts to have a panic attack, and then she's having an asthma attack, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die!" And then this panel in the wall opens, and the killer comes out, right, with his creepy old asthma mask on, and holds his hand out with her inhaler in it, like as in like, "Here, I'll save you."
Wait, is this the guy trying to kill people?
Correct. He's holding out the
Why is
asthma.
he helping her then?
Well, he obviously isn't, right? So I'm thinking, so you get two choices, right? You can either obviously grab the inhaler off him, or you've got like a camera like stand thing with a spike on the bottom of it, Or you
So
can
it's either
attack him.
take this medicine from the guy trying to
Yep,
kill
yep,
you,
yep.
or attack him with a spike.
Correct, right? So I'm thinking,
I wonder which one I should do.
obviously the asthma inhaler's a trick because he's gonna kill you. So
Yeah.
what's the point of trying to take it? Because he's just gonna grab you. So
Why can't you
must
put
have
like
to
a spike in his wrist and then make him drop it or something?
Yeah,
Well,
and then you can
that's
take
what
it
I
as well
thought,
and see
right?
if
I
it's
thought,
Ventolin,
right?
and if it's not, you play the Aphex Twin song.
So I chose to stab him with the spiky thing, right? Because I thought that's
Yeah.
the way to go in this situation.
That's the way.
Way to go.
I like it.
She does.
Are you
this
doing a
pet-
musical or something tonight, Eric? Like, what's the matter with you? Okay.
I gotta do something to keep myself going. I thought we were talking about a dude under a grate. Now it's this lady with a fake
Right.
inhaler.
Yeah, go on.
ahead.
Go on, Stu.
So she does this pathetic sort of stabbing motion thing on it, like which you know is just like not gonna work.
No.
And he grabs her.
Women can't stab right. Is
Correct.
why.
Takes it off her and then stabs her under the chin with it, right?
Oh,
and
no.
sticks it right in. And all her eyes
Oh, my
start to
God.
bleed. All her eyes start to bleed, right? And then she just stops. He's like holding her against the wall and she stops wriggling around. And I'm like, yeah, she's definitely dead, right?
Definitely dead.
Presumably she's dead. Now, do you say you think she's dead? That means she
You
may not
think.
be dead.
So later in the game, you're exploring with another like.
I can't believe
character.
this
There's
didn't
two of
get Game of the Year kinds of reviews.
I
This
know.
sounds just amazing.
I know. So there's two of you exploring, and you hear this life support machine beeping.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those go beep 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 beep.
I
So you
understand.
Sorry,
go-
this is now nothing to do with either the person under the grate.
Well,
you've
he's
got
getting
see-
to that. He's
well,
getting to that.
Yeah, just
I
give me a
guess
chance.
so.
right?
I'm trying to
So
see how these
this is
stories
mild. By the
converge.
way,
Go
this
on.
is probably another 2 or 3 hours into the game.
Right.
So you go
Oh.
into this room and there's a life support machine with all these leads going behind the curtain.
Uh-huh.
Like one of these like cubicle curtain things.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it aside, and she's there,
Yes.
right, with her heart outside of her chest, all her chest cavity.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not
What?
a doctor, Stu, but that's not correct.
And her heart, right, and then there's all these wires going in it, and somehow he's still got her heart beating.
Yeah.
Look what we can do with science.
I'm like, hold up a minute. I mean, I can suspend my
ridiculous.
disbelief a little bit.
yeah,
that
sounds
is
moronic.
ridiculous, right? And then it just starts beating me, and she goes into like cardiac arrest, and then she just dies. Then, right? And I'm like, come off it. So
Now here's the question, though, Stu. Hang on a second. Sorry, I have to ask
go,
this.
yeah, go on.
Was she a lesbian?
She was a lesbian.
Oh my God.
Absolutely true. That is true.
But why was she a
but-
lesbian, Stu?
Why was she a
but
lesbian?
Can I just say, it was slightly more meaningful than it was in Dead Space because she did actually have a bit of a relationship with this other girl at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
And they
okay.
fleshed it
See,
out.
the problem with the other one was not that she was a lesbian, it's that she wasn't lesbian enough.
No, it was
you
just
wanted
lip
to see
service was the
kissing
problem with the
and
other
making
one.
out.
It was just lip
getting
service.
Scrumpy.
Whereas this was
lip
what?
service.
Guess
That's what you wanted is some lip
Guess
service.
what? This was actually written as part of the story. Didn't just shoehorn it in
Scissor
there. It was
service,
actually
lip
part of the
service,
story.
bump and grind service.
So she sort of is, in a relationship, kinda, with
Well,
this
not
other
anymore.
girl.
Now her heart's on the outside of
Well,
her body, and she's
this was
dead.
the thing.
That really does
The
affect a
girl-
relationship.
The girl who she was in the relationship is the one who found her with a heart sticking out of her
that's
body.
brilliant.
Oh God!
So that made
it does affect your
doubly
relationship
worse.
unless your name is Norman Bates, and then hey-oh.
So then
Psycho
obviously
joke.
it caused a much more like physical reaction, and she was distraught because obviously the person she was getting to know and things were going well is now dead and her heart sticking out of her chest.
Brutally murdered. Yeah, that'll
Brutally
do
murdered.
it.
It's probably
Right.
not
Okay,
good.
so
Not a
the
good
guy
thing.
who was under the grate. Now we're gonna find out what happened to him. Here we go.
Yeah, so later in the game,
Okay. Is he
right?
gay?
Do you know? Funnily, you just feel ask that. Funny you should ask that because
Everybody in this game. Is
Everybody's gay in this game.
no, he isn't. He's just a creep. He's just a creep.
Right, it's just
But
okay.
anyway,
Gay people
so-
can be creeps.
Yeah.
Well, they can, I guess. But anyway,
Yeah.
so later
Black
in
people
the
can sell
game,
drugs.
right?
Yes.
This just makes no sense. So the killer dude comes into the room where he was under the grate hiding, right?
Yeah.
Getting cooked alive in the room,
Yeah.
Yes.
and
right.
looks around. Obviously, he's not there anymore, and there's no charred body, as evidence that he was killed.
And like
and-
that, he's gone.
And just
The Kaiser
walks
says-
out like, well, that's fine, there's no problemo. So off he
Okay.
diddles. Right, so off he goes, the psycho killer, to try and hunt somebody else. In the meantime, Charlie, the obnoxious fucking creepo dude,
Yeah.
climbs back out unscathed. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
what the what?
That's pretty lucky.
How hot must it have been in that room with all these gas jets flaming above his head?
Well, yeah.
He would have been dead. Anyway, he's not. He's just smoking a bit, smouldering, you know what I mean? Gets out, and he's still alive. So as it happens, but he's kind of got an advantage because the killer thinks he's dead, and he isn't dead. So he's hunted all the other people who are left, and he's still alive. I don't know. So I've only lost one definitely so far.
Well, I mean,
So
you
is
think
it-
she's probably she's dead.
Is
may
it a
be that she's put
coincidence,
her heart back in.
Stu,
dead. She's
that you were
definitely dead.
hating on lesbians in Dead Space and then you killed the lesbian in this game?
I didn't kill her.
Interesting.
The killer killed
But
her.
you
It wasn't
didn't
me.
keep her alive.
You killed her off.
No, I
But you
did
didn't
it
keep her
'cause
alive.
I've tried. I've tried.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I guess you didn't
It's
try
messy,
very
but-
I
hard.
think we're going to get another message from Jacinta about this.
I think we need to talk to you about how much you.
I think we might get a message
I guess
from
you
Jacinta
love
about
lesbians, but sometimes you let them die.
suitors when we talk about that
Yeah.
game.
There was some lesbianism in that game.
Definitely. Well, there's some everything in ism.
There is some everything.
But
All
yeah,
right, so why is it called The Devil in Me? It's not.
Because,
Is it
oh,
like-
that's quite an interesting question, Duke, and I will
Oh,
tell you the
boy.
answer.
All
Because
right,
the
like 50
actual
words or less.
The actual game's based on a real life serial killer called H.H. Holmes, who was classed as the first ever American serial killer. So he's like classed as the original serial killer in America.
I see.
And the guy wrote a book about him where he said he had the devil in him. So it's like the devil in me, he had the
Okay.
devil in him, and that's what
I
made him
see.
a killer. So there you
Well,
go.
you know,
So that's
MC 900 Foot Jesus did a song called "The Devil Inside Me," which is about a guy who talks to people all the time.
What's quite interesting though, I actually read about H.H. Holmes just to see if it's close to it. You know, it's like this is what
Yeah.
he was really like, and all the stuff that's in this game is all the stuff that they said like was made up about him. so the real H.H. Holmes was a killer, but he did it more to people who'd wronged him or people who he saw as a challenge, or were going to mess with his empire because he did a lot of dodgy deals and stuff. So but there was all these like fantastical things about him having this hotel where all the rooms changed and there were brick walls behind doors and walls would move to trap
Because this is a
people
time
in
when
there.
people didn't know like how people got away with serial killing because we weren't familiar with serial killing.
Really bad time
they
to be-
automatically associated a bunch of supernatural stuff.
At the moment, at the current day and age now, really bad time to be a serial killer. You really bad time. If you really want to get into it, not a great time now. Just so much technology around. 60 years ago, great time to be a serial killer.
I mean, whoops.
Oh, sorry.
It's just too easy to get caught these days.
It's
Isn't
just
it? I mean, it's not like it was back in the day.
if your hobby is serial
which-
killing, it's just a bad time.
Well, we watched the movie The Killer with Michael Fassbender and
Oh
Tilda
yeah.
Swinton.
Michael
Adventure film.
Fassbender, so he is.
It's not great. Like
No.
it looks good, but there's not much story at all. We were very disappointed.
Were you? Quick, by the
David
way,
Fincher has done better.
quick fact for you, Duke. I don't know whether you're aware of this.
Hot facts.
But DNA testing, for testing people's DNA was at a crime
Yes, deoxyribonucleic acid
scene. Was invented in the UK. Did you know that?
I did not know that. How about
is
that?
true.
Well done. Now
So
here's the
basically-
question, because I was
Go on.
no. I'm reading this book about gay guys, Heartstopper, and they have a birthday party for him, and he
Yeah.
shows up, and he goes to the birthday party. Where is it? I'm gonna find it, and then I can show you the camera when he
Yeah.
goes to the thing at the birthday party. It'll take
Whoa.
a second.
10 ways to stop a podcast.
I know,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know, right?
Just by
Flick
getting
through
the
a
book out
book.
for
Oh, yeah,
some
here we go.
reason.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, here we go. See, he's got this little 15 on. Do y'all do that for your birthday? You wear a little badge? That's
Yeah.
how old you are?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
What? Why? What is
Yeah.
that?
Just so people
Look at
know.
this.
we just do that. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's for
weird.
your senile grandma. Then she don't forget how old you are.
You get a card with a badge on it, and you put it on.
Yeah.
So you
Put
go.
the badge on.
Weird.
Why? Why is
Y'all
that
are
weird? It's weird.
Because why do it? Why?
Why?
Like,
What's that got to do with DNA?
Yeah. What has that got to do
Nothing.
with DNA?
It's just something that's different in the UK.
Nothing.
Y'all discovered DNA, and we don't wear little circles with the age on it.
Well, there's a pub in Cambridge, shoot, where they discovered the concept of DNA, and there's the table where they talked about it, and
I never know whether these things you say are true or you
It
just
sounds like a
making
build
no,
up.
it's true. So
Yeah.
it's true. It's called the
Yeah.
I think it's called the Eagle, and we filmed in it.
Did you? Oh,
And there's
cool.
the back room of this pub. they had like mad parties, and the one legend has it they lifted up one of these a woman, and they lifted her up to the ceiling and drew around her body, and the drawings still on the ceiling. There's loads of like drawings on the ceiling, and there's the table where
It sounds like a serial killer's
no,
lair.
it's the table in this pub is where they because this is in Cambridge, so a lot of clever people in Cambridge they realised that there must be a strand of what is it, protein or something that is completely different for everybody else, and that was the DNA. They conceptualized.
Well, what's quite interesting what happened was there was a guy, I can't remember what his name was now, but he murdered and raped a girl basically.
The guy who conceptualized DNA, that was different.
No, in Leicester.
Plot twist.
It was near Leicester somewhere where he did it. And then nothing happened for about 2 years, and then he killed another girl. So he killed 2 girls. And the police were just at a dead end. They couldn't find anything. They couldn't figure out how to catch him. And basically, I think it was at Cambridge, but they were studying DNA. It might have been at Leicester University. It was somewhere like that. And it had nothing to do with identifying killers. And they went to the police and said, look, we're doing this thing. It's not for that. But when we've thought about it, you might be able to use it to identify your killer. Because if you've got a sperm sample, which they did have, you could match it to the man that it came from. So that's how it kind of came about. And then they tested everybody in the whole county, every man who lived there. Everyone had to go for a DNA.
All right, everybody, jerk off into this jar. We need a sample from everybody.
And the guy who actually killed her got his mate to go and give a sample on his behalf.
I think I've heard this. I think I've heard this because I think there's an episode of Criminal that talks about this. Yeah.
And he pretended to be him.
Yeah,
and that's how he got away with it for a bit. And then I can't remember, they arrested him for something else, or something happened. And whilst he was arrested, they did a DNA test, and then it matched this database of the killer, and that's how they caught him.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
it was, but that's how DNA testing.
Anyway, the Devil Me's crap. Yep. Okay, great.
It's pretty good. No, it's above average. You see, I haven't seen this scene, by the way, because obviously this isn't what happened to this girl.
Oh, spoilers!
Got killed.
Yeah, I've turned it off for you now.
Yeah, she got killed in a different way in my game.
Okay,
but yeah, it's pretty good. The Devil in Me.
Sounds like you're letting all the women die.
At £10. Well, I thought Charlie had died as well. To be fair, I ain't discriminating. But unfortunately, he survived.
But you didn't let him die. You said you wanted him to die, and then
I tried. I tried to kill him.
Not very hard.
I know, not hard enough.
Should have gone for the door that you knew was busted.
In the last bit of the game, right? There's a bit where you have to get on the conveyor belt, and it says don't get on because you're going to get mangled at the end. So I thought he's definitely going to die here, and he escaped from that as well. So I'm just like,
this guy just can't be killed. He's Rasputin.
Can't kill him. Can't kill the dude. Keep trying.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll kill him in the next few days before I finish the game. I'm hoping. But that's a bit like the last one I played. There was characters in there that I just couldn't have given the less of a shit about. I
guess not.
Oh, you're dead. What a shame.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. So Chinny, is it over to you then?
You've got more games than me.
Okay.
Yeah, go on,
I've been playing Rocket League. This is a game where you hit a ball around.
Oh, by the way, we should, because you've got Minecraft on your list, Duke.
I do.
Got an announcement to make.
Oh snap! They making a new one?
Minecraft Veteran Gamers server is back online.
Oh my god!
Yay!
For 3 months.
But this means I gotta dig out my Bedrock version.
So for 3 months over the Christmas period, so this month, December and January, the VG Hub Minecraft server is back online. So if you already have joined it, all you got to do is start up Bedrock Edition and go onto the servers, and you'll find it there. If you don't, if you haven't joined it already, please contact me on our Discord server or some other way, I don't know, and then I can give you a code. The reason for this is because me and Susan were talking about it a little bit, and then also a friend of mine at work, he is now addicted to Minecraft, and I went, I want to play Minecraft again. And then a few people in the Discord have been talking about it as well, so I was like, fuck it, I'll play for 3 months of it, and here we are. So, yeah, I'm going to get in. I'm going to continue my build of the Statue of Trinity.
Oh wow! So it didn't get wiped?
No, it's still there. Statue of Trinity's still there.
Oh,
everything's still there. It's all there. So
I gotta go see what I built. I don't even remember what I built.
So thank you to Filthy. He's the one who owns the server and keeps it and looks after it for us.
We love you, Phil.
I have all the admin powers apparently in the server, but I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
So please let me know if you want to join it. Minecraft Bedrock Edition VG server is back on. Now, if you want to join
Oh, yeah.
our Discord and jump in the chat, so every time I play Minecraft, if I'm not on my Switch, if I'm on my Xbox, I'll jump in the Discord server. So if you're in there, jump in Minecraft, have a chat. Or you could use the game chat, I suppose, whatever. But it's all good.
Whatever.
So we were a bit of building in Minecraft. So my friend Ollie at work will be joining in because he's obsessed and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's never been in a shared server. He's just playing in his own little server.
Wow.
So
He's got a whole new world open up
whole
to you, buddy.
new world. So talking of new worlds,
Whole new world.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, New World.
Yeah, New World is a game I've been playing. I see it. Good
set you
segue.
right up there.
It was
yeah,
almost
it's great.
worked. Almost worked.
I'm fishing. This is crazy. So I got this challenge. I had to get the treasure chest last time. You remember that? I was whinging about the challenge of fishing up a treasure chest.
Yeah.
So I got it like 20 minutes after we finished the podcast. I went
course.
to a fishing spot. It came right up. And I posted on Instagram, like when you catch a fish, the person holds it up and you can put the camera right in their face. So I got this shot of me holding the treasure chest and the caption.
You should put it on.
Yes, finally.
You should put it on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I should. That'll get me a new job. So then it says, okay, you give the treasure chest to this person, and then he's like, okay, now your next fishing challenge is to fish up 5 fish that are more than 30 pounds. And it's like, okay, fine, I can do that. But here's the thing. In order to do that, you're going to be helped if you have the right bait, okay? So the right bait for this is the clam bait. Well, how do you get clam bait? Well, you can go fishing for clams in the salt water, or you can just buy them. But the clam bait is like 3 gold pieces each. And I'm just like,
Oof.
3 gold pieces each? Are you out of your mind? I ain't spending 3 gold pieces for each of these
Crazy.
clam bait. Get out of my face. So I'm just going to have to spend a lot of time fishing in order to get these 5. I already got 1 because I had a clam bait already, and that just got
How many do you need?
5.
So 4
So
to go.
I could maybe buy 5 or 7 or 10 clam pieces for 30 gold, but I don't know. It's the principle of the thing. It's like if I'm trying to hoard all this cash, and I am, I don't want to.
How much gold do you have?
6,000.
Fucking hell, Duke.
I know. Well, I said this last week. He's got all this cash, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to
Fucking
spend it.
spend it, man.
I don't want to spend it. Oh,
Listen,
my God."
Cratchit, coal costs money. We're not burning coal. I don't care if you're
You know,
tired.
you're
I don't
so
care if it's Christmas.
stingy. You're just so stingy.
Yes.
Spend some of your cash.
Yes.
Spend some.
I'm
This is-
virtually
this is
stingy. In the
Stu
real world,
telling
I'm
you
very
to do
free
this.
Spending. Yeah, I know, right?
God.
Well, we can't all afford Steam
Stu-
decks with OCD screens or
He'd
whatever.
nick a penny off a
see.
dead man's eye, Stu.
I definitely
Yeah,
would.
he would. So that's
I
New
am
World.
proud.
And then Minecraft. It's funny, like when I'm playing Rocket League, I think to myself, okay, when I win a game of Rocket League, because it's so full with sour, angry children and toxic people, and I get frustrated because I'm not playing well, and that helps me play less well and all this stuff. And then I'm like, okay, when I win a few games of Rocket League, then I'll go play Minecraft, and it'll be totally relaxing. And then I get into Minecraft, and I'm like, this kind of feels like work, like planning out what I'm gonna build. And claiming the town chunks and all this. It's just, I'm never happy. That's the problem. So,
No.
Whatever.
No. You won't be
Yeah.
happy ever.
You're never happy.
Yeah.
You never even. Just
I'm happy
content,
in
are you? You're never just
in little
content.
moments. In little moments, I am happy when I appreciate what I have. And
But
I
most of the
recognize
time.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
thinking
grouchy,
about
you're
the
grouchy.
things that. Well, deep in my heart, I'm a joyful person, but I know that on the surface, I spew a lot of grouchiness. But the little things in life make it nice, like Maggie Simpson Pez dispensers.
Why do you keep bringing that up, Duke? You love it, don't you?
He's
That
obsessed
is
with
awesome.
it. He's obsessed.
It's so cute.
You do love that thing.
Yeah. Well, I also have Marge and Homer and Lisa. And
Do you know
Marge.
they're the worst sweets ever, though, aren't they? Because they're so
Yeah.
tiny.
Pez is good.
They're like Tic
Pez is
Tacs.
great.
They're like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
Tic
what's wrong with Tic
Tacs.
Tacs? Now he's having a go at
Ugh.
Tic Tacs.
They're tiny.
Ugh.
It's like, what's the point of a Tic Tac? It's like getting
I like
extra
Tic
strong-
Tacs.
aids
I like Tic Tacs.
digestion.
I like
Extra
Tic Tacs.
strong
Freshens
mint.
your breath and aids digestion.
You know
It's
what?
like polos. They've got a fucking hole. Half of it's missing.
I love
I don't know about
Polos.
polos. I can't speak about
I
polos.
love Polos.
Half of it's missing,
Okay.
man. What's the matter with that?
Back to video
it's not
games.
half, is it?
Chinny, you're up.
Well, it's a fair amount. Anyway, Chidi,
You don't.
what
Yeah,
have
every
been
time you eat
playing?
a ring donut, do you go, "Where's the fucking middle?"
I do. I'd rather have a whole donut.
I want me
Where's the
jam
rest of me
donut. I want me
Yeah,
jam donut.
Don't give me none of them shit with a hole in the middle. Half of it's missing.
Oh dear.
Bad enough with fucking cost of living. They take half of your food away. What do
Yeah.
they give it you?
Isn't there like
Yeah,
a
you
bread?
barely have enough to buy a new Steam Deck every year.
Have you seen the size of a wagon wheel these days? It's like a fucking tiny cookie.
It's like a 50p.
It is.
Do you know when you get one of those ring life rafts? Do you go, where's the one with the no
solid
hole
one.
in it? Yeah.
I want
You
the
know, have
solid
something
one.
with like a
The
Yeah, I
solid
can
one.
lie on it. I can lie.
Yeah.
Why do I want to be
Getting
in the
all wet
water at
underneath.
all?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do I want to be in the
Yeah.
water at all? I can just lie on top.
Ah.
God. Anyway, Ginny, what have you
Anyway.
been playing?
I'm playing Spruderman.
Oh, Spurderman.
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 Not Spruderman
2.
1. Spruderman 2.
Spurderman 2.
Spruderman 2. Starring
Is it
the other
the
Spider-Man.
Amazing? Is it the
It's
Amazing
got,
Spider-Man?
it's got no. The Amazing Spider-Man was a video game, and then the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but now this is just Birdman.
So this isn't the Amazing Spider-Man.
No,
2,
the
this
Amazing
is
Spider-Man
2.
came out in 2014.
Yeah, but is it amazing though? Is it
Fucking is
amazing,
amazing, mate. It's amazing. Yeah. So, as you know, I was gushing about this game.
You were gushing.
Gushing with love from my love piece from
Wow.
this game.
Oh, that
Do
makes
you know,
it sound
wow.
like you're no longer going to be gushing.
All right.
Don't know. He probably is. I feel like he is.
I'm going to say something negative about the game.
Oh God, come on! I can't believe
Because
it.
I love
Go.
the game. I love the game. I really do. It's a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
okay.
It's an
Still
absolute
loves it.
masterpiece. There's a side mission in this game that I fucking hate. And it's
is it an accompanying side mission, like I don't know what they're called, where you have to walk with somebody? They follow
an
you, or
escort
you
mission.
follow them?
No,
Escort. Thank
it's
you.
kind
I
of
blanked on
it's
that word.
in a way, I suppose it's kind of an escort mission, but really what it is it's a mission where you have to follow like this bird. Like there's robot dogs and there's robot birds in the game. Okay, get over it. All right, let's just get over that. Okay, let's just walk past it.
Okay.
All right.
I
know it's very
Yeah.
silly, but there's robot dogs and robot birds in the game. Okay, great. So these robot birds have got like data in them, and you have to wingsuit through their slipstream, and you
Okay.
basically are just flying through these rings, following these birds.
Follow the bird. Right?
Yeah, and they have little explosions and rockets, and you've got to be in the slipstream to download the data to uncover the mystery or whatever. And this is the first mission where I look at it and go, "Fuck this, man!
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it." But
Is that because it's hard or just annoying?
it's just annoying. It's just annoying because it's not very engaging. You're not swinging. You're just
You're
flying.
not swinging. The beautiful thing about this game is the
Yeah,
swinging, and
you're
want to do more
flying.
swinging and less flying.
Like the gliding mechanic in Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 2 or is
as you like to call it,
is cool. Like the new gliding mechanic is cool because it's another way of traversing the city of New York, and they've made the traversal very engaging and very satisfying, and they've done a lot of work in the animation. There's tricks you can do. It's just one of the sublime things about this game, and I never get tired about it. And it's ironic that one of the games with the best fast travel system has one of the best ways of getting around the city, but never mind.
Yeah.
But
the best fast travel system and least reason to use it.
the least reason to use it.
Can I just pause you there for just 1 second, right?
Yes.
Because I'm watching what's on screen, and it looks like he's on the set of Love Island. I mean, what is this?
He's just on a roof, Stu.
Yeah, but why is there all these neon love arts everywhere?
I don't know what you're looking at. He's just on a
So-
roof.
No, there's all neon love arts and neon signs. It looks like the set of Love Island. What is this?
It's just a roof. It's somebody's roof, man. Just relax, right? Just relax. It's a roof, right?
Fucking weird.
It's
roof.
just a roof.
Ginny, why does this building have a roof? Though?
Yeah, why does it have a
Inside
roof?
here.
Why does
Right,
it have
I don't know.
neon-
You know what?
It's kind of a fancy decorated roof with a neon heart. That is a little
It's
weird.
got 2 neon hearts and fucking.
Oh my
glasses,
God, 2.
Honestly.
Right,
Oh, he's fast forwarded now.
I've
so I
fast
can't say
forwarded so
anything about
because you've made me very angry. So we're now watching the section where you play as the deaf girl in the game, right?
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, so this game has made it very very nice to walk around. But this is basically just a flying section, and you're just going through the rings, and it's just boring, and I hate it, and I hate it so much. And it's one of the very few times where I've
it's optional, surely.
they are, but
So why the hell are you doing something that's optional?
I like the game too much.
Well, yeah, but if you don't like a certain section, why
Just
the,
immediately stop the
Ginny,
second
because-
it's
let me ask you-
awesome.
let me
because
ask
I'm
you a
gonna
question.
platinum it. That's why.
Does it bring you joy doing this? section of
Platinum the game does, yeah.
Having a platinum trophy would be
Having the platinum trophy of this game
you
will
can
pretty much
hold it in your hands and display it in your room at home. Oh, it's amazing.
like all your digital games, Stu.
Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Seriously.
It's still a thing, though. Just because it's a digital trophy doesn't mean it doesn't have any worth.
Game of any kind, like who cares? That's by that logic, Stu. Every second you're not completely in love with a game, stop playing it.
No, what I'm saying is, if there's a section of the game which you don't enjoy and it's totally optional, why do it?
Anyway, because I have to platinum the game.
The greater good of the platinum.
Anyway, this is actually where the video is right now is roughly where I am in the game. You are the sort of Venom Spider-Man at the moment in the game. You get the symbiote suit, which isn't a spoiler because you see it in the trailers. And it's starting to corrupt Peter. Peter is becoming dark and moody or whatever. And naughty Peter. Naughty. And he's kind of and there's a few MJ missions, and I quite like the MJ missions in this one. The first game had some Mary Jane missions, and they were really, really cack. But I think they're all right. And but I do, even when I see an MJ mission, I'm like, oh, it's one of these, you know. I think there's a joke about that in The Simpsons where they go, oh, this is going to be it's a Family Guy joke. It's like, oh no, this is going to be a Meg episode. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh no, it's about Meg instead of like about Peter or whatever. So it's like when you play the mission, it's an MJ mission. It is a bit like, oh, I want to be Spider-Man, but they're still pretty good. They do a good job. Yeah. Still great. Still loving it. Just that small gripe with the one side mission. So it's Spirited Man. And I've been playing. You know how long I've played it for? Do you know how long I've played it for?
25 hours.
Yeah, I'm just going to say about 20. I was going to say.
Played it for 32 hours.
So there you go. It's all bullshit.
But Chinny, I heard this game's only 15 hours long. How could you be playing?
No, I'm just saying what was written on the internet. I'm not saying it was true. I'm just asking his own experience of that, and that's why we got that comparison, Duke.
Well, maybe not everything on the internet is fucking true then.
No, but I'm just saying it's just getting that balanced opinion. That's what we do here, and that's why Chinny's saying he's been playing for 32 hours and he
I haven't finished the story. I've done a lot of the.
It's wrong. He's just disputing it.
I've done a lot of the side missions in those 32 hours. So all those stupid bird flying things, I've done those. There's a lot of side missions that I do like in this game. You know, like where you've got to get these bases and whatever. You got to do these like photos, which. You know, I wouldn't say I love, but they don't really bother me. Like you take pictures of interesting stuff around New York, and there's always like a nice little audio bit to go with it, so it's fine. So I've done a lot of side missions in that 32 hours, so I've not just been fannying around. So it's great. Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest games ever.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
It's up there with this decade. I mean, I know we're only 3 years into this decade, but it is like this generation's highlight for me in terms of like the PS5 and Xbox Series X sort of decade, because that came out. They came out 2020, didn't they? These consoles. So yeah, this is one of the first games in this kind of console generation where I've gone, wow, this is special. So even though I think is Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 4, I don't know.
No, it's PlayStation 5 only.
Is it PlayStation 5 only?
It is. So it should be. That happens eventually, though. We've seen this with all the previous generations.
Yeah.
You do make cross-platform games for a bit, and then they give up, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, can you believe that GTA 5 was on the 360? Can you believe?
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think. It's crazy to think.
Crazy times.
Come on, Rockstar. We need new games from you.
We do. Well, there's a big announcement coming in that they've announced the trailer for GTA 6. They've announced it, and everyone's losing the shit because they've got to.
I called that, by the way. I said there will be a trailer this year. I called that.
Yeah, you did. You did. So that's coming soon, isn't it? Okay, is it in December?
December. There's going to be a trailer for GTA 6.
Yeah,
so people message me, and that's very sweet. I've had a few messages this week, and that's really nice. Yeah, like, oh, have you seen this? But I think like. You know, I will watch the trailer, and maybe I'll break it down because I used to do that before with Rockstar trailer.
You should do that.
I might break them down and have a look at them, but I don't get like really, really excited until the game is out. You know, and I don't think the game's. I think the game's coming maybe next year, November, December, or even 2025. So it's a long time.
Do you know what I used to enjoy about your breakdowns? That you used to make predictions based on what you saw in the actual trailer, and quite a lot of times you were right. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
know
did.
your
Yeah,
shit. You know your shit.
yeah, I did a
So,
Max
yeah, I
Payne
look forward to
3 breakdown trailer. I did a multiplayer trailer breakdown. I did a Call of Duty. One of the first videos on our channel is me breaking down Call of Duty Black Ops. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
Blops.
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 Yeah.
So, yes, I've been playing something I've not played for ages this week because for some reason when I changed, I don't even know if I changed internet or something, and it stopped streaming VR from my PC to my VR headset very well, and it was all stuttery and like didn't work. How the hell I played the whole of Half-Life Alex is anyone's guess, because I couldn't do it after a certain point. It just
you
wouldn't
probably
work.
need a new VR headset. Hopefully,
Maybe I need one of those
with
Quest
OLED.
3s.
Will they have OLED?
Quest 3.
Maybe they could make a VR set.
There is
It's
a
definitely
Quest
got better
3.
resolution.
The Quest 3 is out.
Oh,
too,
man.
so-
Yeah, it's out. It's got better resolution.
Maybe they could
and shit,
make
and
a
it's
Quest
lighter,
7
but-
that's like 500,000 pounds.
Weirdly, I'm not as interested in that as I am in the Steam OLED.
Because it's not as new and shiny. There's a Steam.
Well, it is.
Because I think it's
It
because
is.
you
It only
realise
came out
that.
about a month
As
ago.
new and-
I think it's because you
VR is
realise that
cack.
VR is limited.
It's two and a point.
Yeah.
But you forget,
fucking
right?
head.
Because I've not played VR for ages, right? I mean, it is ages. So I was like, do you know what? I've moved the PC into the like the middle room now, if you will, and the internet works better because it's obviously nearer to the source on the electric circuits or whatever. So it's actually a bit faster
Whoa.
on it. So
Slow down with the technical speech there, Stu.
I know. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go, see if it actually works now. And it worked perfectly.
Perfect.
It worked perfectly. So I was like, fuck this shit, right? I'm going to get this bloody VR Half-Life 2 booted up again. And I'm just on, funnily enough, I'm on this section of the game right now that you're seeing, which is the airboat, like, or the airboat.
The hover boat, isn't it?
Hovercraft.
Hovercraft.
And I'm on this section of the game now. And I'll tell you this, it's so much more accurate when you are playing this game in VR than it is in normal life. It says in normal life.
In normal life.
In normal 2D.
Have you ever played games in normal life?
I have played games
normal
in
life.
normal.
I
Real
didn't
life
play
games
normal life,
are
but I did play
amazing.
Sorry,
Second Life, which is interesting.
Is this game normal life enabled?
It is normal life.
Is it?
If you weren't aware.
Is it available on the normal life
Yeah,
platform?
it's like an overlay on your real life. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So yeah, this game is great in VR. They've done such a good job of translating all of the sort of Half-Life Alex controls into Half-Life 2.
What about controlling this hoverboard? Because hovercraft.
It works pretty well, actually.
Because this is like one of the worst sections of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. It uses pretty much the same controls as the
Yeah.
original. You know, it's just the joysticks on the
I
controls.
think it would be interesting to see them make like a full body suit or some kind of haptic that goes beyond just the
Yeah.
headset and the handles, because you're going to lean your whole body when you're driving in this thing, aren't you? And it would be cool if it actually, the weight of your body could move you left or right or whatever.
That's right. But it works really, really well. The accuracy is so much better.
Well, it's 3D, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Hard to imagine it could be
And it's
worse.
even like, sort of like, the hack, what are they called? Those like things that fly around with blades on them.
Helicopters?
They're called something like hack something or other.
I'm just going to call them hackerjacks.
Hackerjacks. There you go. We'll go with that.
Sounds right.
The hackerjacks. You just hit them with your crowbar, and it's so accurate. It's
Yeah.
like 2 hits in the gun.
Because in the game, you're just like swinging everywhere,
around,
isn't it?
Yeah, flailing around. But when you're holding the crowbar, you just like hitting them. It's fine.
It's cool.
It just works. It just works. It just looks great. When you're like immersed in the actual world of Half-Life, it's just so weird. For a game that I've played multiple times. I mean,
How many times have you played this, Stu?
I reckon it's getting on for half a dozen times. I'm guessing.
We can't even play this for Does It Hold Up because you played it too many times.
Played it for too many times.
Yeah.
Does it hold up?
And
It's just like
the
on
section
woods.
would just be you just gushing about it. Going,
Every 2 years, I probably play this game at some point. Every few
So I
years.
think-
No, it's pretty good. It's
No,
pretty
we
good.
can't play this for Does It Hold Up because you know the answer.
Yeah, it definitely still holds up. But I think even in VR, it just because it's such a different way of playing it, it's almost like a brand new game. I know it isn't, and I know that's stupid thing to say.
But like because one of my favorite games is like Red Dead Redemption and stuff. But if they said, "Oh, you can play Red Dead in VR now," I don't think I'd be that excited. I don't
No,
because you don't get it, Chinny.
Because I'm a fucking noob. I'm a simp.
You're just a
jockey.
Not prepared to embrace new technology. That's your
Oh, I
problem.
do. I'm not.
And by
I'm not-
embrace, we mean throw away
You
600
mean
pounds on a slide.
bought into stupid gimmicks. Yeah, I don't do that.
But yeah,
You're really not willing to embrace.
It just works so well, honestly. It just like the aiming, even the guns feel so good in this.
Have you got anything more to say about Half-Life 2 VR other than
really.
it works really well?
It works really well in VR. If you've got obviously a PC,
now here's the question: could you play VR on the Steam Deck, where you're holding the Steam Deck and have a bucket on your head?
No, but you can play Half-Life 2 on the Steam Deck very well.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
So you're telling me you can play a 20-year-old game on a Steam Deck? That's great. Right?
You can. Weirdly,
That's why you need the OLED screen, Chinny.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough about bloody
A
VR.
little bit better, right?
Duke, back to you,
Go on,
isn't
Duke.
it?
Is that me? All right. So there's this game called Honkai Star Rail.
What?
I found out about this because somebody was complaining about the fan community on Reddit.
Do you know what it sounded like you said then? Well, I thought you'd said, but I've just read what it's actually called. It sounded like you said Hump Guy Star Rail, and I'm like,
Yeah, well, you like the hump guys, and then you can play Star Rail.
What
so
the
somebody
hell
was
is-
Got a
complaining
problem with that,
about the
Stu? Because it's gay?
well, it says Hump
Yeah,
Guy
exactly.
Star Rail.
Go on,
Well, he'd
Duke.
prefer if they were lesbians.
Go on,
Yeah.
Duke. Go on. Talk about this crap
Right.
game.
Fine either way.
So somebody on Reddit was complaining about the fan community of this game, and I had never heard of this game, so I'm like, curious to know what game it is. And it says free to play RPG. I'm like, hey, you had me at free to play. I know Baldur's Gate is out, and I should be playing Diablo 4, but fuck that. Those cost money. And I know I pay for Game Pass, and there's probably RPGs there I could play, but
Loads of them.
yeah. And do y'all have access to City Skylines too?
Yes.
On your Game Pass? Why aren't we doing that?
Well, let's do
Why are we
that
playing
next
this
week.
No, but
thirsty
it's
suitor shit?
it kills your PC, doesn't it? So
No, it's on
I don't
console though, isn't it? Or is
It's
it
on the
just on
console
P-
and the PC.
Is
No,
it
no,
on
I think I
console?
mean that's
Oh,
why
it
I
might be
asked you if
PC
you had
only.
access.
I think it's PC only because it's been
PC only,
because
you have
the big
access to it. Yeah.
no,
Oh
yeah.
wait, no, we don't.
I have.
But a lot of reports have been saying that City Skylines 2 is harder to run than most modern video games. So it's
And
you need
a
like
lot
a
of people complain about
4090.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we'll make that our play this game next week because I'm curious to give it a shot.
Well,
I've downloaded
even
it.
though
I just haven't
Chinny
started
can't
it.
play it. Mind you, he's not played any of the
Yeah,
others.
what do
to
I
be
care
fair,
about what
so-
Chinny can play?
Yeah,
How
true,
often
he
does
doesn't-
he even play the game anyway?
He
I
doesn't.
played this
Even
one.
if he can play it, he's off.
Have you
Okay,
played this
great.
one? I'm
Did you
fine.
play last week's?
Yeah,
No.
did you play last week?
Did you play the week before?
Yeah, did
Well,
you play the week before?
Yeah.
You understand my cynicism, right? No, you didn't play Dead Space.
No, he did
You
not.
played it the week after.
No, what
Yeah,
was
you
the one
did.
before that?
Well, that's 3 weeks ago.
Heavy
You weren't
Metal
even on-
Headbangers rhythm
Yeah, you
game.
weren't even on the show.
No, but I had a reason
It's
why I
okay, I'm
didn't
not
play
mad,
Dead
I'm
Space.
just
I had a
saying.
reason because I wanted to
did, but
play
you've
it.
not
of
played
course.
the game for
Oh,
3
here we
weeks,
go with
to
your
be fair.
baby again. Jesus Christ.
No, I said because I want to play it.
Anyway.
That there's nothing to do with the baby.
Yeah, he
Oh
did
yeah,
say-
that's
he
right.
did say
That's
that,
right.
to be
That's
fair.
right. My bad.
He wanted
Okay,
Rosa
fair
to
enough.
experience it.
Yeah, I
with
want Rose to watch me
Yeah,
play
exactly. Oh, look at the
Get him,
Look at
Dad.
her head being ripped off.
it. Get him,
Right.
Dad.
Honkai Star Rail. So there, these people were complaining about. So I look, okay, free to play. Okay, fine. So I started up, and it's like, it's a Japanese RPG through and through. Starting with the main character is this lady who's wearing like a pretty cool vest, but then her boobs are just like, and it's like, what? It's made by like thirsty guys who are just, I want
Yeah.
to look at a hot chick with big boobs. And it's just so transparent, it's ridiculous. But she's just the sort of tutorial level, and then she's like, we got this crypto cube with the information. Let's put it in this new person. And it's like, what? And so that's when you create your character. You can be a guy or a gal. And so I was like, all right, whatever. And so then they're like, you won't remember anything that's happened here, but you'll remember me. And her name is Kafka. And you see on the screen that she's doing the like twirl around Uzi ultimate shot. That was pretty cool. I was like, wow,
that looks
that's
pretty cool.
nifty.
I'm looking at this. I think it
Yeah.
looks pretty good. Can I just say as well, we have seen way more naked girls in Japanese role-playing games before.
Oh, I'm not saying she's naked. I'm just
she's
saying like,
very
her
well
outfit's a little
dressed.
ridiculous. She is
Well-
well dressed, but the fact that her vest stops right here just so that her boobs can burn, it's ridiculous. Anyway, the gameplay is fairly fun. There's a lot of talking, and it does that thing that a lot of Japanese games do where one character is kind of talking like this, and the other character is talking like this. Shut up. Stop it. Stop talking like that. God damn, get a different voice actor. The combat is turn-based. So you won't like it if you don't like turn-based. And I'll be honest, like I haven't played very much. I played maybe an hour of this, but like I'm not sure how they're making money. And obviously there's going to be ways, and I'm sure you buy different characters and stuff. That's how Genshin makes money, I guess, or whatever. It's gacha, so you know there's that. But it's so funny because all the reviews of this game are like, the fan reviews are just furious. They're just like, it's a cash grab, piece of shit, money. They're just trying to get money out of us. And I'm like, dude, first of all, you are the comic book guy.
They're giving you thousands of hours of entertainment for free. What could they possibly owe you? I mean, if anything, you owe them.
That's Bart explaining to the comic book guy, like, well, how can you be mad at these people? They're giving you all this entertainment for free, and they're like, they owe me. So whatever. I find it ridiculous that people get mad about a free game. It's like, dude, it's free. Like you got your money's worth at least. But
agree.
that
I agree.
said, yeah. So you know, I don't know much about this game yet. I've kind of enjoyed it so far. I mean, what I keep thinking about is like, this is the kind of game we paid $60 for back in like 1992, right?
Yeah.
Like it's polished, it looks good, the combat's entertaining, and you know, I'm curious to see where the story's going to go. I'm not expecting it to be amazing, and I'm not crazy about games where you have like different characters that you keep switching between. That's the thing that drove me away from Genshin. Like it's fun enough, but you have to use this person against someone who's an ice monster, and you have to switch to this other character if you're going up against a void monster or whatever. It's just like, let me have one character. I just like games that have just one character. Even a party game. That's one of the reasons I'm like Baldur's Gate 3. I'm sure it'll be great. But the idea of fighting in a party, I don't know. Maybe I've gotten spoiled by single player games, but I just don't like the idea of having a party of people.
Yeah, you don't want to be communal with other people, do you? Tough.
Well, not virtual people. I'll play with humans if I have to, but I don't know. I guess that's the way it was with Mass Effect and them. It's just, I don't know. I've soured on it lately. Maybe I just need to get back to it. We'll see. So, Honkai Star Rail, good special effects, dialogue's mid, graphics are good, combat's fun. I'm going to keep playing it, see where it takes me.
Well, at least you're going to keep playing it.
Yeah. And it's get what your money's worth.
Get your money's worth. Chinny, are we on the does it out?
Oh, we could do the.
Oh, shall we do thirsty
Play my
suitors?
game?
Wow.
Play my game.
Let's do.
Play my game.
I've no idea why I picked
Alright.
it. It was Annapurna Entertainment, and I'm like,
Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, bitch.
Play my game. Play my game.
Bitcoin ain't nothing but soybeans on the computer. Yeah, bitch!
Sex noises in.
yeah. So this is Annapurna Entertainment, as I was just saying before the intro, and
So what did they do before Annapurna Entertainment?
They've done all these really cool point-and-click adventure games, haven't they? And stuff.
I think they
so-
might have done Gorgola or whatever it was, which is one
Yeah,
of the best puzzle
Gorgola.
games ever.
They've made quite.
I'm gonna look up
well,
some Annapurna games.
they are producers, so they're not the actual
Right.
game developers.
That's true.
But
Right.
Yeah,
They published Stray, Outer
published
Wilds,
Stray, Outer
What Remains
Wilds.
of Edith Finch. So you got Stu's
You've got my attention.
attention.
So I thought, you know, it's probably going to be pretty good. I had no idea what it was about, can I say, going into the game.
And what is it about?
It's just so weird, right? So it's basically about a girl who roller skates, right?
Yeah, well, skateboards.
Yeah, skateboards, roller skates, whatever. She skateboards, whatever she does. She's got
Very
skates.
different things there, Stu.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, skateboards. And it's a sort of a dating sim thing.
Yeah. Do you like skateboarding games that have quick time events for dating, but you're not actually dating the person? You're just trying to be friends? This is the game for you? What the fuck is this shit?
It is the weirdest
I
thing
don't
I have
understand it.
ever played.
so
And this- the-
unsatisfying.
the
I thought it was
voice
a skateboarding game. I'm like, all right, this skateboarding's kind of cool. It doesn't seem like any way to actually
Yeah.
fall, but whatever. And then it's like, all right, here's this guy who kissed you in 3rd grade, and now you're attacking him with love or something.
Can I just
What?
say the turn-based combat was all right? It was okay.
I did
until
not
he kept
enjoy the combat.
stopping every 5 seconds to have a
Well, yes, there's
conversation
that.
with him, and I was like,
Yep.
I was quite enjoying I like the attacks. I like how it works. That's kind of fun. But it's just weird. Is that just me?
It's weird.
Yes, it was
It's really
weird. Well,
weird.
it's a tutorial
End up.
level. It's a tutorial level, and the game is weird, mega weird. Absolutely.
It's like, who's it aimed at? Who's this aimed at?
It's a good question. It's aimed at people
thirsty.
who want
Thirsty people.
You can do
It's
a-
aimed at people who want a weird game that's not like other games. I'm looking at you, Stuart.
No, but I
trying
don't
something
like this.
different.
Even I think it's too weird.
Well, that's a sign that something
It's like
really
there's
wrong
a
has happened.
thirsty taunt. You can taunt him so he's more
Yes.
thirsty for
Yes.
you. Right?
Yes.
Like-
Ridiculous.
And then when you do that, you can do a thirsty attack on him.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Completely
And then-
ridiculous. And then you can summon your mom because he has mommy
guilt him
issues.
with his mum, with your mum.
Right. No,
But
your
you
mom.
can't,
Because
you can't summon her again because she'd be disappointed in you if you summoned her again.
Right.
I'm like,
And the whole thing is
what
like,
is
oh, who are you
this?
gonna call to come pick you up? And you can did you do the pet the dog mini game?
No, I didn't do the pet. I walked past
that
the
was
dog. I
cute.
saw the dog. I saw the dog and
Uh,
walked past it.
It's just
In the-
it feels this game feels thirsty, I'll be honest. It feels like
Yeah.
it's trying to throw too much in and the neon colors and like all the different things that you're doing and it's
I'll
trying
say
to be
one nice
funny
thing
and
about
it's-
it. I like the art style. I thought it was
Well, I thought the art style was pretty good, and the sort of ending.
I would like to
after
let
you
the
fight-
audience decide whether they like the art style.
After
but
you
they-
fight
we
him and
can't see
go,
it, so-
he then
Oh,
meets
it's on
up
here.
with,
Yeah, sorry.
he meets up
Not
with
on
all your other exes. Did you see that bit at the
Yes.
end? And it's
well,
almost
no, as soon as I finish the combat, I'm like, I'm done with this shit.
yeah. Well, he meets up with all the other exes, so I'm assuming the game revolves around you fighting to become friends with all your exes. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is when you get to the town, your narrator friend, who's a voice in your head or whatever, is like coming back was a mistake, and you get to
it's
choose
your
whether
sister,
it's like
isn't it? It's a
yeah,
version
you're
of your
right,
sister.
or well, it's a version of your sister.
Yeah.
You're right, or like I can change. No, you can't. You're just gonna break everything like you always do. And so I think it's gonna be a story arc about her healing and getting better. And
Well, no, I don't know
making
whether it
peace
is
with the
because
mistakes she made.
they kind of paint her as a horrible person who broke up with
Yes,
everybody
at the
she ever
start
got
of the
with.
game. Right, that's at the start of the game, and then she's gonna become a better person over the course
Well,
of the game.
maybe I don't know. I just think
I'm not
I
gonna
have-
find out, but you know.
No, I'm not either. But I'm just I have. You know me. I've played a lot of weird games in my time, right?
Yes, you have.
But I feel like this is quite possibly the weirdest game I have ever played.
It's pretty weird.
I think it's up there.
Now,
with
this
the
isn't as
weirdest
weird as
game
Deadly
ever.
Premonition. Come on.
Oh, it's way weirder than
No,
Deadly
it's
Premonition.
not. It's not.
It
Stop
totally
that.
is.
Come
It's
on.
Totally
How
is.
dare you?
It totally is. It is definitely weirder
No, it's
than
not.
that. It's just weird.
No,
Look, it's too weird for me, so it must be weirder.
it
than
doesn't mean
Deadly
it's weird.
Premonition.
Not weirder than.
I just didn't like the animations either. I just felt it. I don't know. It just felt a bit amateurish. It was just weird. It was just plain old weird. But not for me. It's a big thumbs down.
It's
from
thumbs
me.
down for me as well.
Yeah, thumbs down for me. I mean, I they're taking a swing. It's cute in some ways. Apparently, the game, one of the co-founders of the company that made it, Shandana Ekanayake, noticed that there was a dearth of South Asian narratives in games, and there was successful media with such stories like Bend It Like Beckham and the TV show Never Have I Ever. So I like the representation, but it's just not a fun game. I'm sorry.
No, it's just a weird choice. It's just a weird choice
Yeah.
of game
It's
altogether.
a bunch of weird choices. You
Yeah.
know, it's flashy and colorful and different, but I think it doesn't really know what it's trying to do. I guess I don't know. It felt like I didn't know what I wanted out of the game. So like I like the skateboarding. Like let's have more skateboarding. I didn't like this combat to become friends thing. It just felt like a weird mechanic.
It was very weird. It's like and also most of that combat is spent belittling him to become
Yeah.
friends with him, which makes no sense. It's
Well,
like
and you're
talking-
kind of flirting. You can insult.
Well, you
them,
don't
can
have to. I
flirt,
just
you can do
insulted
this,
him
you
the
can do
whole
that.
way and then made friends with him anyway. know, I was just
well.
horrible.
But see,
to
that's
him,
because you're
like-
tearing down his outer exterior. That's the masculine shell.
But
And
he was,
blah, blah,
but he
blah,
was
blah.
even his responses were like, "Oh, I like it when you're horrible to me." No,
Right.
you don't.
Well, that's because he's got bad self-esteem, man.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, this is not sending a good message to anybody.
No, it isn't. I agree.
Not sending a good message to anyone. No, it's a big thumbs down. Don't play it. Just ignore
Yeah,
this.
Thirsty suitors.
I've
There's
very
better
rarely
games
said
out
this.
there, people.
Ignore this piece of shit, basically.
Yeah, don't play it. Just don't play
don't.
it.
I'm beginning to like it now.
Don't play
Chinny
it.
likes it out of spite. What did you think, Chinny?
Hated it. I just every second I was playing this, I was sad.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's awful.
Hated it.
All right
Really
then.
awful.
Yep.
Let's talk about something that is a good game, though, shall we?
What is that, Stu?
Uncharted 2 Among
Uncharted
the
2.
Thieves.
So that was the part of the game where we all play the same game. Now we're part of the show where these two talk about a game that's older and decide if it holds up.
Does it still hold up?
Does it still- So we played from 17 to 22, or the start of 22, didn't we?
Can I just say, I think this section of the game just went so fast.
Well, you can say that if you want. Do you want to say that?
I mean, how do you feel? I felt like I got to the end of 22 way quicker than I was expecting, but I don't think it was any less playtime. It just went quick.
No, I think it is a short section of the game. Because last week we were debating whether we could probably finish it. Remember?
Oh yeah, we'll be definitely finishing it next week.
Yeah,
no doubt.
this is going to be done by next week. But I reckon we probably could have finished it this week because it was really
well,
short.
I did think that. I nearly carried on playing, to be honest.
No,
but I had
you
to
can't
stop
do that. You
myself.
can't break the thing.
know. I stopped myself.
So it's a great section though, isn't it? This
I
one?
think it's a great
because
section of
this
the
is
game.
what we start off in a big bloody room with that guy who can't speak English, and he's I think you do a really cool puzzle with like the sort of clock works, when you climb
a lot of timing,
a lot of time and stuff, really good. And then it's the tank section, which is just brilliant. A brilliant section.
Can I just say, before we get to the tank section,
yes,
we've yet again got people who were trapped there who are now monsters, which obviously, I think because of the distance, the time between the first and the second game, I don't think I'd noticed the similarities as much, or didn't really clock.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's like he goes deep into a thing and then there's monsters there, yeah.
Yeah, and the Nazis this time, by the way, the Nazi monsters.
Nazi monsters.
Because it turns out that his group were SS soldiers, so they weren't just some Germans exploring. They were a bunch and that he killed them all.
And I love the way that I think he's speaking Tibetan, the other guy.
Yeah.
And the only word that he knows is Nazi. He said Nazi. And I was like, why does he know that word? He doesn't know hello, but he knows Nazi.
Or the only English word he knows, right? Because presumably he knows some Tibetan words.
Thank you, Duke. This is why you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why you're here to correct us, Duke.
Yeah.
Correct us.
Yeah,
well, that's a pretty good section. You have a bit
it's
of a
all
fight,
right.
and you've got to
But
wait for the
you know
lift to
what
come
happened in
down.
my version of that? You know, because there's the bit where the monsters come and they throw those big boulders at you, don't they?
They do.
Well, they just got stuck behind one boulder, so they just did nothing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so I just shot them, and you can't kill them because I shot them for ages.
You can't kill them.
And they didn't do anything. And it was
You've just got to hold out.
It was, it was that kind of moment in a game where we've probably all been there, where it's glitched out, really exciting music, and like nothing is happening.
Nothing's happening.
But anyway, I jump on the middle platform, and you get out, and it's all exciting stuff.
And then you can see some shit's going down at the village, and it's like, oh, did you get back?
Yeah.
And I think this. Can I?
What
just
shall we
say
call?
as well-
What shall we call? We need to name. Thanks. We need to name the Tibetan guy. What should we call him?
I don't know.
In true white man fashion, we need to give him.
Lama?
We need to give
John.
him.
What
Like
about
just
John?
Dalai Lama.
John.
Yeah. Now, Duke, you're not being a good white man.
You don't understand.
You need to
this.
give him
John.
a white man name.
Yeah,
That's
John.
pretty offensive, though, to call anybody from Tibet the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, that is pretty offensive actually.
That's true, but we're going to call him John.
We're
for
gonna
the
call
sake
him
of the
John.
show.
So John. So John's like, oh no, my bloody
Yeah, saying
kids,
some
my kids
stuff.
down there.
Yeah.
You could call him Tenzin because his actual name is the current Dalai Lama is Tenzin Gyatso.
Duke,
Yeah, we'll call
again,
him- we're
with
gonna call him John.
we're trying to be traditional white people
Yeah,
and
what
give him
bit
a
of the
stupid
John
British
do you not
name
get?
All right,
Come
fair
on.
enough.
because we're white people and we don't have
right.
any cultural reference for anything.
Correct. It's John.
John.
Anyway.
All right.
So we get
My cultural reference, it's like the easiest, lowest bar ever. It's like, I wonder what the Dalai Lama's real name is. It's like,
So It's funny. I'm playing you.
Oh, look at Duke.
I'm playing you the section now where they're attacking you, Stu.
Yeah, they're attacking John.
They're
and yourself.
attacking John and Nathan. But they didn't do any of this in mind. They just got stuck up there.
Oh no, I got chased around.
No,
and,
nothing
you know,
for
they were
me.
coming to
Nothing.
attack me and stuff.
They just didn't do anything.
While
So
was
I had
away.
just time to walk around. It was funny. Yes. So you go to the town and there's a bloody tank bucking.
Can I just say
all
how much did this remind you of the village shootout in Gears of War 5 in the snowy bit?
Not at all.
Well, it did for me, but I think it's because I played it recently, and I'm like, wow, this
Yes,
is
that's probably
very,
what
very
it is.
similar. Yeah, it's very similar. And they copied off this, but this was way more exciting.
They
can I just
probably
say?
did not.
Yeah, it probably did. Probably did.
But the tank section is great. Like
It's
I love.
unbelievable.
There's something about, and I think Uncharted do this really well, creating a vehicle or an enemy in a vehicle that you just can't get rid of, and then you're just so annoyed. And it happens in Half-Life 2 because we mentioned Half-Life 2 this episode.
Yeah.
And you're just so annoyed. I can't wait to kill this thing.
Yeah.
And you know this tank. You're just like, oh my god, this tank will not
It's
stop.
just so brilliant level design. You know what I
Brilliant.
mean? Just the way it
Absolutely
breaks
brilliant.
through walls and appears where you're not expecting it.
But also how clever it is, because
good.
what you're searching for is an RPG. So then
Yeah.
you see an enemy with an RPG and you know that you have to get there. That's really
Yeah.
clever because
Yeah.
it tells the player, right, the next section of this level is me getting to that guy that I just shot with an RPG.
Avoiding the tank and getting to the RPG.
Yeah, really clever stuff. There was a couple of moments where I did get lost and I died. Or I went the wrong way and I died.
There's one section where you run down a bit of a hill and there's two enemies come around the corner, and then there's an alleyway heading back out into the street and the tank appears there. And I went that way twice by mistake, thinking, well, it must be down this way because I can't see where to go other than that. And then I realised it wasn't that way, and I died a couple of times. And one time I ended up at the back of the tank.
Okay.
Which obviously I should never have been there. It
No.
shouldn't have been. And the minute I moved out of the range of the tank, I just instantly died. You know, like didn't it? Just died.
So it isn't like flawless in its execution,
it's
because
not.
the problem with this, I mean, obviously if you just did it first time and you know everything was great, then it would look so cool. But unfortunately, I don't think anybody who plays this for the first time, I know this is our second time playing this, but it's been a while, but you don't do this flawlessly as cinematic as you would like, but it still doesn't take away from how
No, it's
good
still
it is.
amazing. And the other thing, can I just say, it introduces a crossbow weapon. And
fucking
I just
hate-
think,
I
I
hate
just
it.
think, what is the point of that weapon?
It's
just
stupid.
You get hardly any ammo for it.
Look, you've already mentioned this game, but we'll all agree that the best crossbow, Stu, is Gears of War.
No, the best crossbow is Half-Life 2.
No, Gears of War.
Half-Life 2.
I will fight you to the end of of a cliff with this one. Stu.
Half-Life 2 is so
You get a
satisfying.
crossbow in the Skyrim Dawnguard DLC.
Yeah,
so that's
but
clearly-
I'm
Can
just
I just
muting
say-
Duke. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. Can I just say though, can you pin people to the wall with the crossbow in Gears of War?
can I just say, does your crossbow explode when on impact?
No, but it does pin people to the wall.
Stu, explosions is more
Does your
fun.
crossbow
I don't
kills
know.
vampires quickly?
Is
Yeah,
Duke still?
there you go.
Is Duke still here?
I think he is. I don't
Right. So,
know.
Stu, if you want to fight about this, let's fight.
I think we need to ask
The only
community
way
write in.
to settle this is to slap each other with a glove and do battle.
I think maybe we do.
So Gears of War was the best one, but yeah, so they
Yeah,
would
Half-Life 2 is definitely the best.
Yeah, but it's a great section of the game. I loved it.
It is. I love it.
And it goes on for ages.
It does go on for ages.
Again, I'm really worried about Nathan's health because he doesn't eat.
He never eats,
He
never
never
shits,
eats.
never pisses, never
You
goes
know,
to the toilet.
maybe he shits like in the middle
I
of the.
don't get why it matters here. No game shows people eating.
Red Dead
pissing,
Redemption,
going
greatest
to the
game ever made. He's always
yeah.
eating in that.
Yeah, always eating.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Besides that, like,
But
most-
besides
No
the
more-
greatest game in the
Can I just
world,
say as well, no more heroes. He goes to the toilet.
yeah. And Duke, and the one of the greatest games ever made, Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah.
He
I'm
wheezes.
sorry I brought it up.
So,
Goes to the loo.
but maybe Stu, he shits between firefights. You know what I mean? Or like when he's crouching down
Maybe he does.
behind the walls
does.
because he's always behind a wall. Maybe we take a view, but maybe he just drops one
Yeah, maybe he does.
You know what I
Drops
mean?
a log while he's down, crouched down behind the
Or
wall.
maybe he just eats bullets and he just eats grenades.
Can I just say as well? But can we just say, I talked about him having his sleeves rolled up in freezing cold temperatures.
Yeah.
He has that nice fur coat on, but no gloves. I mean, it's still freezing.
Yeah, but you can't handle guns with gloves on, with big bloody gloves on.
Well, you're gonna get.
How were you going to this battle with those big woolly mittens, Stu?
Have you ever been in Himalayas? It's fucking freezing.
Yeah, but you would wear big woolly mittens and go, right,
I bloody would.
give me a pistol. How are you going to do that?
I don't know. We'll just throw it at him.
I wouldn't want to handle an RPG with big furry mittens
yeah, but
on
what
my
happens
hand.
when your hands freeze to it because it's so cold? There's a risk.
Yeah,
man.
but then you live with a gun on your hand and you become the gunman. Like that film with
frozen hand gun.
Like that
man.
movie with Harry Potter in it. What's his name? Daniel Radcliffe. He's got
Daniel
guns on his hands. It's a movie.
Is it Guns Akimbo?
Guns Akimbo.
Guns
So
Akimbo.
it's Harry Potter with guns.
Guns Akimbo. I
Anyway,
remember this.
it's a cool section, and when you finally blow up the tank, the relief.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, there is. There is.
And then you then it stops there. It was only a very short section, wasn't it? It wasn't.
No, we did. No, there's more to it. Wasn't
Was
didn't
there?
you have the bit where because have we done? Is this after the bit where they kidnap him? It is, isn't it? Is this after the bit? Was that in the last section we played?
Kidnap him.
Where they kidnap the German dude. That bit was in the last section, was it?
What are you talking about?
So they kidnap the German SS man, the man who knows where the treasure is or whatever. He was hunting it down, and then they take him to like the bit at the end of the game, where the last bit I played was where you're following them into that like castle area thing, like that monastery.
As soon as I see the chapter 22, I stop.
No, I finished at the end of chapter 22, not at the beginning.
Oh, you fucked it up.
No, we said to the end.
No,
of
we
chapter
didn't.
22.
You know why I'm right about this? Because I went to last week's show and I listened to when
Oh my
we
God.
said we'd agree.
Well, I've played to the end of chapter 22.
Oh, you've played too far.
I was
Thanks
thinking,
for
I'm
spoiling
sure
it,
I've played.
Stuart.
You
I'm
played
sure
too
I've
far.
played
No,
more
because
than you have.
I was like, I'm not sure how much I have to play. Rather than texting you because I'm embarrassed, I'm going to listen back to the show.
Well, if you hadn't said the end of chapter 22, because that's where I played.
I listened back to the show and we agreed on that episode that
I
we
thought
would
it was the end.
finish 21 and we
That's
would
funny.
start 22.
Well, I finished the end of 22.
So don't tell me what happens.
Okay, I'll keep it to myself. I'm thinking.
Tell me a little bit.
I'm sure more happens.
Stu, tell me a little bit what happens.
Well, they take the dude, don't they? They take the guy, the SS man. to show
Brilliant.
up
What a
where
great
the
insight
treasure
that was.
So I'm not gonna
So
tell
where
you
I
any more
stopped
now.
is when you and Elena are on the side of that cliff and you're like, go on, go up or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
that's
you
where
don't,
I stopped.
Yeah. You end up at this monastery, and then you have to go through all of that. It's quite a good section, actually.
But it's a
We'll talk about it
testament to
next
the
week.
game, isn't it? Like every time we've stopped to each section to talk about it on the show, we've always wanted to carry on.
Oh yeah, I think I would have finished this 2 weeks ago. To
Yeah.
be quite
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
And also, it also shows me how good games can be. You just forget how good games can be. Because when you play a load of mediocre games and then you play something like this and you just want to carry on playing it. And
Yeah.
it really is like one set piece after another. Every sort of boring bits just to get to the next set piece.
Yeah.
It's very clever in the
Very
way it
great.
does that. Oh, it's just
Very
amazing.
great.
Yeah, it is. And it's so much fun.
So much fun.
Massive thumbs up. Does it hold up? It flipping
Well,
does.
it's really going for it now. We're on the home stretch, so next week
We
we'll
are.
finish.
Well, I'll
Uncharted
definitely
2.
finish because I'm further than you.
And I'm going to propose to you that
Yeah.
between 2 and 3 we have a bit of a break.
Okay,
Because-
play another one or just not do any?
No, we'll do 3. We'll play 3 and 4.
No. I mean, play another game for Does It Hold
No.
Up?
I'm just we'll have a couple of weeks break so we can play other stuff because I've got
Right, yeah.
Spider-Man.
Well, I need
and I
to
wanna-
finish. Yeah, and it's coming up to Game of the Year time, so I definitely want to finish.
I think
Cyberpunk.
we'll do Uncharted 3 this year, but I think we'll just hold off for a week or two. And see how we go. Because I want to play I want to finish Spider-Man. I want to play Star Wars Jedi Survivors and all sorts of stuff. So
Well, I want to finish Cyberpunk. I obviously want to get Dead Space probably finished as well because I'm quite enjoying that. And I definitely want to get The Devil in Me finished, which will be this week because I'm guessing
So
that probably.
the reason why I say we'll have a bit of a couple week buffer between 2 and 3 is so we can get other games just sort of finished off.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to finish, but I desperately want to play Alan Wake 2 as well.
But maybe we
gonna
could
hold
do
off.
a Alan Wake 1.
I know. I'm going to hold off. Because I know I
Right.
definitely want to play that.
All right,
But yeah.
cool. So, does it hold up? Very much so.
Definitely, big time. It does. Right, is that it? Have we done everything everyone's played? Is that it? Are we done?
Oh, sorry, there was something about Uncharted 2 that I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
There's a bit.
Oh, I've got something to say as well.
There's a bit at the end of the truck section. So you kill the tank and you get into a truck, and there's this really cool section where you're jumping from truck to truck to truck.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that
You
shit?
you're blowing all the other trucks up.
Do you remember how that section ends? Right, you get knocked off the road, and you fall off a cliff.
You go flying,
right, and the enemy goes, never survived that. And then I thought the game was going to cut to you sort of landing on a tree or on a
it doesn't
branch.
even show you, doesn't it?
And it's just like they literally just climb up and go, phew. And I'm like,
that was a
what?
close one.
Where? What? How did they survive it?
Well, I must admit, I don't remember thinking about this the first time I played it, but I definitely did this time. I was thinking, well, how?
How?
Because it doesn't show you. They just
My-
went flying off the edge of a cliff and then just climb up.
It
like
was just
nothing
like,
happened.
it was almost like there was a scene missing going, yep,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad that fortunate incident happened where we and I was like, how did Spider-Man come?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think they forgot to mention that Spider-Man came.
Something else that I was meaning to mention that we totally take for granted these days.
Yeah.
No
Fidget
loading
spinners.
screens.
Fidget-
No loading screens.
Oh, right.
You play the whole game. There's not a loading screen
There's no
inside.
loading screen.
It never loads. It obviously all cutscenes that are all.
And you're
in
playing
game.
this on the PS4 because you're not as good
On
as
the
me.
Steam Deck.
No. But how many games when this came out had no loading screens?
Well, I think on the remastered version it's
4.
different because
No. You say that, but I look back, right? Because I actually Googled Uncharted 2 no loading screens, and there was a post from when the year it came out on Reddit where someone said The Magicians, and that's why there's no loading screens. So the original game had no loading screens.
Right. Well,
So that is massively impressive because we take it for granted. I mean, only this week did I think about it,
yeah.
and I'm thinking this game is really old, and there's no loading screens. Hold
Yeah.
up a minute.
It's not as old as us though, is it?
No, but
No,
that
we're
was-
really
when-
old.
We are really old.
Yeah.
When this game out that was not a thing. Nearly every
Yeah.
game you played had loading screens.
Yeah.
It just shows you how good they were at programming.
You know
No,
what?
to do
Insomniac Games, they know how to make a game.
They bloody do.
I
They bloody
might
do.
send them a letter and say,
Massively impressive.
you know how to make a video game. Congratulations,
You are very
sir and
impressive
madams.
at your job.
Well done. Have a cup of
It is
coffee on
massively
me.
impressive.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, we have got quite a lot of emails this week. And this
We got one piece of news first.
Okay.
and a piece of news.
Putting news first.
First, before the emails.
What
Yes.
do you mean? We've already
Uh,
talked about the Steam Deck OLED.
Blah, blah, blah.
Video shows Hamas fighters destroying Israeli tanks. False. This was an AFP fact check, Agence France Presse, and people put up this video. It was like, "Hey, the Israeli forces are getting decimated by Hamas fighters." No, they weren't. This not on this video clip. Apparently, it was made using Bohemia Interactive software, so Arma. And
Yeah, but
yeah.
this has happened every single war. Let's be clear. This has
I don't
happened-
remember ever hearing about this before. but I'll
Yeah,
take your
yeah,
word
they've
for
used
it.
Arma 3 before
They
and
said it's flattering.
shown it.
The company said it's flattering that
Yeah.
Arma 3 simulates modern war conflicts in such a realistic way, but we are certainly not pleased that it can be mistaken for real-life combat footage and used as war propaganda. So
Yeah, they've done it
okay, how about
before.
that?
It was shown on a news like on news on the telly, as though this was
It's crazy.
footage from the fighting, and it was Arma 3. This was quite a few years ago
Nuts.
now. But they've done it
That's
before.
crazy.
They've done it before. It's
Okay.
nothing new. But crazy all the
Sorry.
same. Totally crazy.
Why don't you give us new things, Duke?
Yeah, Duke.
God,
Right.
so old.
Yes. Right.
But it is
All right, so
crazy.
now
It's
there's
crazy.
emails then.
Emails. Let's do those.
Whoa, that ruled.
All these emails are so old, Stuart. Sorry,
I know.
Oh God.
No. So the first email this evening is from Tainted Brown.
Hello.
He says,
Hello,
early
Brian.
email, so I might forget I've sent this.
Okay.
Okay, well, he's probably going, oh, yeah, I forgot I sent that.
I forgot I sent this. How do you do, fellow gamers?
How
Yes,
do
how
you
do you do,
do?
fellow
Very well,
kids?
thanks. Very well. Chinny mentioned last week about your success on Tickety Top.
Oh yeah, you want to know how we're doing, by the way?
And the intro.
Blow it
Yeah, you
up.
can tell us. You can tell us in a bit. That
All right.
can. Well, I said let's do the email first, then you can tell us.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if Stu stopped in the middle of an email.
And the interaction on the Starfield video.
Yeah.
So I listen to other gaming podcasts. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry, but 2 hours a week just isn't enough. You may be the best, but only one day's commute. So there you go. We try our best.
Yeah.
We try our best.
Well, we're announcing that we're doing a 12-hour show from
Yeah,
now
we've
on.
gotta do
Anyway,
that.
every episode
Just for
is
you.
12
Just for
hours.
you. Yeah.
Imagine
So you
that.
can have, like,
Imagine
a
we did a
whole week.
24-hour podcast.
24-hour podcast
Fuck
for
me.
Extra Life. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, regardless, etc., one of these other podcasts had been reviewed bombed
Ooh.
because they gave Starfield between a 6 and a 7 rating. Which
Good.
I've got to say, sounds quite generous. Sounds pretty generous to me,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Have you? I'm assuming this is probably one of the real, like, like was sponsored by IGN or GameSpot.
Yeah,
or something
probably.
like that. It's one of the bigger ones. Have you guys ever been worried about this? No. Are you worried about this?
I on a daily basis, Stu, I worry about
Do
it
you
constantly.
fret about everything you say on the
Yeah,
show?
yeah,
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
No, we don't worry about this. I think because the reason why people listen to us, the only hook we have really is that we're real people. We're not.
Yeah, we don't
you know,
care.
one podcast that I like is called Min Max. It's a very good podcast, good host, whatever. But their job, their day job, is to cover video games, right? So their reality is just warped. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not real life. And
Yeah, exactly.
like,
We're humans.
oh, play this and play that, and then oh yeah, you could finish Baldur's Gate 3 in a couple. I'm like, what are you talking about? What kind of fucking life do you think I've got? Right. So the one saving grace that we have is that we're working men. Right.
The one saving grace.
The
like
ones
is-
like
Oh,
the rest
the
of the
one thing-
show is
the one
awful.
thing.
The rest
Garbage.
right? Look at Stu, Eric, Mike, awful people, right? Just terrible. But the thing that we've got, right, is that we're
Hooks it
real,
together.
right?
Yeah.
You work as you like tickling pensioner pastors, right? Eric tries to calm
Apparently.
down teenagers and like just basically just whip them
Well,
into
I try
shape.
to calm down some of them and hype the other ones
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and hype the other ones up.
Be engaged in this discussion, yo.
And I'm just filming porn all day, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's we got proper jobs, and we've got lives and wives and whatever. So it's just, how do you fit all these games? And so people listen to us, like, because I can relate to this. Like, these guys can't play every fucking game that comes out. It's nice that the reason why I listen to some of those podcasts is because it's nice to hear about what Mario Wonder is, because I can't play it. You know what I mean? That's why. But at the same time, it's nice to listen to people like, oh, I can relate to that, because I also think that, because I don't have all the fucking hours in the day to do that. So I feel like, well, I should never say never, but I don't feel like we have the audience that would do that, because if I say Starfield's a bunch of shit or boring or whatever, people would probably maybe relate to it more, because I haven't got the time to waste like my fucking, you've got to play it 20 hours to appreciate. It's like, who's got the fucking time for that stuff?
Also, can I just say, you've only got to play Starfield to realise it's a pile of shit.
Well, but his point though is,
Hang
Stu,
on a second now, dude.
No, but
you
his
might
point.
not like every part of the game, but to be talking about it's a piece of shit. Like, what the
No, but like you say for example, what's a game that you dislike that we like? I don't know. What's a
Me?
No, sorry, Stu. So like,
Oh.
so Stu, you was like, oh, I don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a 10 out of 10 because it's like, oh, there's missions in there
It's
that
a
are
bit
boring.
boring. It drags.
Right.
It drags.
So like, if we was a professional outlet and you said that, like, they might go for you. Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, let's get him because he doesn't agree with our opinion. But people who listen to us will probably have more of a kind of like
Balanced.
a balance
Balanced
because they know that we have real lives like the people who listen to us. We don't play video
That's
games on
right.
the internet.
Well, I mean, I don't have a lot.
And also, they get all their games for free,
job.
and we don't.
That is right.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
definitely don't.
Right.
Can I just say as well, this makes me happy. Can I just say, this makes me happy. But Stop Banana Racism is in the chat again on Twitch.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm always happy when somebody comes back, because most of these people who randomly drop in, you kind of never see them again. You know,
Yeah.
they drop in one week and then that's
It's like
kind
the
of it.
glory hole of chats. Right, so the
It is.
you got to finish the email, Stu. You keep
Oh
going.
yeah, sorry, email. Oh yeah, I was reading an email.
So
wasn't
are you guys ever worried about this? No, is the answer.
Yeah, and he also says, I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
it is a
definitely a
thing.
thing. It's
Yeah.
definitely a thing. Later on, got to get back to class. Music festival day today. Brilliant. I like music festivals. Brian, P.S. Buy Eric's book, Drug Smuggling Space, and the best drink out there. Yes, even better than the
Aw, thanks,
Pan-Galactic
Brian.
Gargle Blaster.
Aw,
Oh,
what
there
a
you
fun
go.
dude. Thank you for bigging me up, man.
Yeah, thanks.
He's not
Tainted.
wrong. You should buy
Thanks,
my
Brian.
book, Nimbus X. Yeah.
Next email this evening is off our regular emailer, Jason. He says, you will own nothing. It's a bit of a statement.
Is this about digital downloads?
Well, let's see. Oh, and happy Veterans Day. Show me your laurels. Anyway,
It's amazing that they made a whole day for us.
I know. Anyway, about these big
Yeah.
box stores, they are killing physical media. You guys buying digital are renting games you'll never own.
Sorry, is it really the big box stores that are doing that? I would think it's the online platforms that are killing it.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Well, let's see what he says. He says, I just got a haircut and GameStop was
Okay.
next to the barber. So I went in and grabbed legendary Mass Effect 14. Mass Effect for 14. I'm assuming that's dollars.
Yeah.
For $14. And,
I would expect so.
and Call of Duty World War II for $7. Standing at the counter paying, I thought to myself, just tell the guy before his big sell on warranty membership, etc. But I didn't get a chance. He beat me to it. I declined, and this guy got physically pissed, turned bright red, though he was ginger, and very mad that I said no. Why are you going to get a warranty on a fucking cheap game?
Used
Makes
video
no
game.
sense.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Makes no sense. What the fuck are they doing to this poor guy that he literally got upset because I didn't want a warranty on my game discs?
Because his salary probably depends on.
Can I
commissions
just
for
say,
that
right?
crap.
I've been, I mean, we've all been gamers for a long time.
This is my first week.
Yeah. But apart from, like, I can't ever remember getting a game disc that didn't work, right? And if I'm buying one second hand from a brick and mortar store like GameStop, I expect they've checked it first. And if it doesn't work, they should order they're fucking giving you your money back anyway.
Yeah, but not every store is the communist game shop, so you know.
Do you understand what I
this is
mean,
just
though? If
one
it's
more a
second-hand
pitfall
store,
of capitalism.
you'd
Yes,
expect them
no,
to
I
have tested
agree.
it to make sure it's fine before they sell it to you in the first place.
You would expect that.
And I
but,
guess you
know,
would
not
end up
every
in that
store does it.
situation where you take it back and you go, "Oh, but you might have done that. It was fine when
Yeah,
we gave
exactly.
it to you." But you understand what I mean? But they're then trying to
I
sell
know
you a
what you mean.
warranty because they
Yes.
may or may not have given you a defective disc.
Right. Well, that's
Makes no
capitalism
sense.
all over, isn't it? I mean, you
Makes
know,
no
could have a
sense.
defective car. It's supposed to get an extended warranty.
But the point is, anyway, apart from, I can't ever remember. Can you ever remember getting a disc that just didn't work?
I think once or twice, but I brought it back and they were like, "Oh, sorry, here's a new one."
Yeah, no
it's
problems.
Rare, isn't it?
It's very rare. It's the
Rare
last
didn't
thing.
make Call of
Most
Duty.
warranties are completely pointless. Can I just say?
Hmm.
Yes,
Most extended
agreed.
warranties are pointless.
That's
right?
why when they're putting the crayon back in Homer's brain, he dings it in halfway and he's like, "Extended warranty? How can I lose?" He's like, "That's pretty stupid, but let me keep banging it in."
Yeah. Anyway, he said he literally got upset because I didn't want warranty on my game disc. Maybe mum or dad never told him no. Maybe
I
his
guess
teacher
not.
gave him undeserved straight A's. I don't know. But he can shove that warranty up his ass. No, I'm with you, Jason, on this. I think it's absolutely pointless, and they should just be like, yeah, fine, whatever. As I was leaving, he yelled at me, "You're not bringing those back after 7 days." So you can bring them back within 7. What?
I can't. Did that actually happen?
I'd love. To
I
think
can't imagine that happened. Oh, dickhead!
We know that Jason Gallagher does like to embellish his story.
Oh, you can't bring those back after 7 days, dickhead. Yeah.
Bitch, I know I'm not a scratch on any of them. I don't want your scratch warranty or membership, and these are going into my collection. So suck on old Bob. So there you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, did you guys finish Pentiment? No, I didn't.
I didn't play Pentiment.
Nope.
So I don't know.
I played a bit of
started
it, but
sorry. He sent me a special email urging me to play it. And I'm not saying I won't, but
I will
I've got
eventually.
Star Rail
But
to
there's
play.
too many other games to play at the moment. There's too many other games.
Yeah. He's got to get the new Steam Deck.
He put, funny, there isn't a physical version. Defeat my defeat. I think he's accepting that we probably haven't played it at this point. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But thank you, Jason. I actually, do you know what? That was an email that actually made sense.
Yeah.
It did
Okay.
make sense. Thank you, Jason.
Totally made
He's
sense.
turned over a new leaf he has.
A rare treat from Jason.
Yeah, it makes sense. And also, in addition to that, I actually
Call of Duty wasn't made by Rare.
agree with him. I agree with him.
Yeah. We love you, Jason.
Anyways, quiz
You weirdo.
time. It is time for What Am I? What am I?
I don't know.
Yay, quiz time. Riddle time. This isn't a quiz, it's a riddle.
Oh, it's a riddle. Evening, boys.
Evening. Get to the riddle.
Dust those cobwebs out of your head and answer these riddles. Here we go.
Yes. Okay.
I very rarely get any of these, can I just say? If you have me, you want to share me. If you share me, you haven't got me. What am I?
Syphilis. No, that's not true. You still have it if you share it.
Yeah, that is true. You
if
don't get
have
rid of
me-
it if you
And it's
share it.
H-A-V-E, not H-A-L-F, right?
It is H-A-R-E.
Or H-A-L-V-E.
What?
H-A-V-E. Okay. What?
I didn't say shave me. I said share me.
No. No.
Is it
if you
share
have
spelled
me-
C-H-E-R?
No.
No.
Stop it.
The singer.
Have. There's two words have. H-A-V-E and H-A-L-V-E. I'm making sure that
Oh,
it's H-A-V-E.
half. No, well, I'd say half.
Right. Okay.
So I wouldn't
Okay.
say half. I'd say half.
All right.
Yeah. So
The
if you
verb is have. H-A-V.
yeah, but it's
So it's
anyway.
H-A-V-E. Okay, fine. So if you have me, you want to share me.
Yeah.
But if you share me, you don't have me anymore.
Yeah.
It ain't crisps because if I have them, I
What
won't
about
share
like
them.
what about probably gossip or good news? I guess you still have it if you share it.
Yeah,
A
you
secret?
share-
Is it a secret?
Oh, it could be a secret. Yeah, because then you don't have it. It's not a secret anymore if you share. I think
you
you
might
got
be
it.
got
right.
it.
I think
I
you might
think
have it.
you
Here we
got
go.
it.
The answer
Got a little help with
is a secret.
Yay.
Hey!
Well done, Chitty. You got that there.
Yay.
Good job, Chinny.
I'm really proud of myself. I'm gonna get a little star and stick it on.
I think you should get a little gold star.
You
for
get
that.
a plaque. It's like Riddle Champion 2023.
It is. Right, here we go. Riddle number 2. Riddle me
On the
this.
12th of
Okay.
November, I
Yeah.
won.
Right. Remember,
Yeah, you got
the
one.
12th of November.
Always in you, sometimes on you. If I surround you, I can kill you. What am I? I think it's COVID.
Syphilis.
It's COVID.
Blood.
Oh.
Always in
if
you,
I
sometimes on
surround
you.
Well, water would kill you if
If
you were
I
surrounded by
surround
it.
Water, yeah, I suppose.
I think it's.
But
I
that's-
think it's water. I think
Okay,
you're
let's
right.
try it.
I think you're definitely right. It's water, isn't it?
All right.
And the answer is water.
Hey.
It also could
I
be
am a
blood.
little champion.
It could be blood.
That's true.
Could be blood.
That's true.
The more you take away, the more I become. What am I?
A hole.
Syphilis.
A hole.
Oh. The more you
A
take
hole.
it. Yeah, a hole
Yeah.
would work.
No, I get that. God, Chitty's on fire tonight.
Damn, Chinny.
Well, he is if
Good.
it's right. Let's see.
I don't know.
A hole.
Thank you.
It's a hole.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here till Tuesday. Thank you very much.
Beautiful work.
And that's all, folks. So that is all.
Okay.
Okay, final email this week is a quiz. So we need to jingle
Oh,
people
snap.
because we have got a quiz.
Whoops.
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the
Kinda worked,
quiz.
like the
We
build-up.
play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
Oh, I yawned so much then that I pulled a muscle in my stomach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Syphilis.
So, hi. This is from a silent gamer, by the way. So, this is from a silent
Okay, thank you,
gamer.
silent gamer. He's obviously not silent if he's sending us an email.
And he says this.
You have to
Hi,
whisper it.
Stu, Chinny, and Duke.
Hello.
Hi, silent gamer.
Hope you are all well.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, we are.
I have
Far better than I
created a
was
quiz for
yesterday.
you if you'd like to play along. I will give you a set of 4 clues, and you have to guess the video game series that I am describing from the clues given.
Oh shit!
All right.
These headbuds just said battery low. All right, go ahead. I'm ready. 4 clues. We guess what video game it is.
I have explanations for each clue as well, if needed, along with the answer, in case you are wondering how I came up with the clue, because I wanted to be thorough.
Okay.
So here we go. Question 1, set
go.
of clues
Yes.
1. So
Yes.
number 1. Shall we do these as like a clue and see if you can, because obviously I can see them all, but you two can't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
one
do
at a time,
clue
of course.
1 and see if you can guess
Right.
it from each clue until you get it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you might get this from clue
Okay.
1, but let's go for this anyway.
right.
I'm just trying to think if I could do these a different order.
That's
so
a really
it's not-
bad clue. I don't know what it is.
Okay, here we go.
Uh,
Okay, originally appeared as Jumpman in a
Aha.
different character
Mario.
titled
Mario.
video game.
Mario.
Mario, Donkey Kong.
No, it's Mario. So,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
Donkey
he was in the game.
God, dude.
Right, but the game was Donkey Kong.
Uh,
Oh,
yes.
that he originally appeared in.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's true. That's true.
correct.
Yeah.
I'll give you the other clues anyway. Give you the other clues
Okay.
anyway. Is bright and cheerful and super recognizable.
Yes.
He's
Sounds like
very
Mario.
skilled and has had many occupations over the
It
years.
does sound like Mario.
Has he?
Yeah, he
What
changes his
occupations
job.
does he have besides plumber?
He's a doctor.
Is this true?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I never knew.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, Dr. Mario. Hello.
In Mario Sunshine, he's
He's played golf.
water person. Yeah, golf, tennis,
Yeah,
football.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There's loads of
All
stuff.
right. He drives a car, a cart.
Yeah,
That's true. He's a
Yeah,
racing driver
racing
too.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next
Also,
game.
Mario
Our
Brothers
final clue.
Satan edition, where he worships the devil.
Oh,
That's
right.
right.
He was a
He was
Satanist.
devil
Yeah.
worshipper.
Loves
He was
that.
drinking baby's blood.
That's more of a Luigi game. Let's
That was
face
such a
it.
weird game. I
Yeah.
was like, why?
Luigi's more
Yeah.
into the Satanism than Mario. Mario
I
just
guess
sort of
so,
helps his
yeah.
brother out.
Anyway,
Yeah.
hey,
Anyway.
So sad they arrested Luigi. Yeah, carry on.
Mario.
Mario.
Yay.
Of course, it's Mario. The
And
man.
he's given us explanation. So, number 1, Mario first appeared in Donkey Kong in 1981 as unnamed character
Yes.
Jumpman.
Jump man.
Yes.
He's always happy wearing his bright red cap and overalls for his
He is.
trademark mustache.
He is.
Mario is famous for being a plumber, but also as a carpenter, a doctor, an archaeologist. Did you know an archaeologist?
Sure.
A janitor and a referee.
Yeah, he was a referee in Punch Out, wasn't he?
So there you go. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
yeah,
And
that's
after
right, he
Super
was.
Mario Brothers, he had many different games, including Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers, etc. And he invites all his friends to all of his games.
All his friends, except
cool.
for Blue
See, I
Yoshi.
like this.
Never invoked Blue Yoshi.
I like this because it's a quiz and educational at the same time.
Yeah, but it's not like we don't know that Jumpman was Mario. I mean,
Yeah, but
I
you didn't know-
appreciate it. I'm just
Did
saying.
you know he
like,
was a janitor though, Duke, or a referee?
I guess I
know.
didn't realize that. So that's good.
Exactly.
Okay, fair
See,
enough.
every day's a learning day.
Next one.
Set of clues 2. Here we go. Number 1 has endured many conflicts before a new terror emerges.
Endured many conflicts for a new terror emerges.
That could be a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Ripley from Alien.
All right, we're going to need another clue, I think.
I think we're going to need
Yeah,
another
we're gonna
clue
need
for
another
this one. Fossil fuels causes illness and mutations.
Fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels. So what? Like coal, like oil.
Oil, gas. Propane, butane. I don't know. Is it Resident Evil or Silent Hill? Do they have?
Oh, I don't know. Is
some
it Resident
games?
Evil, this?
I don't know.
I think it might be, you know.
I only played like
I don't
one
know.
of them.
Well,
a
here's
long
clue
time ago.
3. Here's clue 3. Often
Okay.
bumps into groups of outsiders that dislike government forces.
Does sound like Resident Evil, doesn't
It
it?
does, doesn't it? I like the clues, though. They're quite good.
Yeah.
It's like, is it?
Yeah.
And then the final clue is focuses on a band of brothers.
Hmm.
Band of
Because there's a lot of women in Resident Evil games.
There is.
So Band of Brothers doesn't seem like the right term.
It's the terror emerges though that's getting me, and the fossil fuel causes
What about,
illness
like,
and
Metal Gear
mutations.
Solid, is that? For some reason.
Well, I
thought
did
Metal
think
Gear
about
Solid.
that because that could be that as well, isn't it?
I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game.
I'm stumped. I don't know.
Are we going to go Resident
Gears
Evil?
of War? Gears of War?
Well, sorry, that's not really fossil
that
fuel.
something to
No,
do
but they're underground. There was a big gloopy, glowy stuff, wasn't there? Remember?
I don't know whether that's coal. Was it coal?
No,
was
but it
coke?
was like emulsion, wasn't it, or something like that?
Could
It
be a
was,
fossil fuel of
but it
some
was
kind.
like it was a fuel
Oh.
in the game,
Gas or-
in the lore.
And the brothers, I guess, because Gears of War, they're like brothers, aren't they?
Yes.
They're like brothers. So we're going to Gears of War? Is that what we're going?
Gears of War is
Sure, why not?
it's
a
the
good
Band
link
of
then.
Brothers that throws me off, and I know there's women in Gears of War, but not until later. So I think it's Gears of War.
Well,
Try
let's
it,
see
let's
if
do
we're
it,
right. I
go.
don't think we're right, but
We're at
let's
the
No, I
see.
don't
hour
think I'm
mark,
right
let's
now.
keep it moving.
I don't think we're right.
All right.
It is Gears of War.
Ooh.
Oh, snap, look at that.
Well
Ka-ching.
done.
Bam.
So, number one, the COG fought against the UIR before the Locust popped up on Emergence Day.
Yes, I did.
They did. You see, that was good. I like this. Emulsion is a type of fuel
Thank
underground.
you very much.
Causes rust lung, a respiratory disease caused by long-term
ahead,
exposure to emulsion fumes. Emulsion can cause the lambent to grow, as well as lambent humans known as formers in Gears 3. Number three, the Stranded are a group that are reluctant to help Gears after being left homeless, alone to fight against the Locust to fend for themselves. The Stranded views of the COG as traitors and fascists. And finally, number four focuses on Delta Squad, Marcus Phoenix, Dom Santiago, Damon Bird, and Augustus Coltrane Cole.
Mm.
I like this. It's good. Right, okay, here we go. Number three. So we've got 2 out of 2, but only just, can I say? Only just. Right, set of clues 3. Number 1. You play as a survivor in an infected world.
Could be any game.
That's a lot of
Yeah, I know,
games.
right?
Left 4
Resident Evil.
Dead and Resident Evil and
World War Z.
Survivor in an infected world.
Mario.
Last of Us.
Last of Us, yeah, it could be The Last of Us. couldn't it?
Mario.
The last Mario.
Left
of
4
them.
Dead, could be Left 4 Dead.
Somebody should have said
Luigi's
that.
Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Thirsty,
Flower.
thirsty suitors.
Thirsty
Thirsty
Suitors.
Suitors.
Number 2 has mutated mini bosses.
Could be any game. Could be Resident
Well,
Evil.
that's-
Could be The
yeah,
Last of Us. Anything.
It
It
could
sounds
be,
like Left
could
4
be.
Dead, though.
Yeah.
'Cause mutated
Has
mini-bosses.
many standoff events.
Could be any game. Last of Us.
Red Dead Redemption.
Left 4 Dead.
Standoff event. Sorry, I didn't know.
Standoff events.
Standoff.
And the final
That's a
clue
horror game.
is plays out like a film. I'm thinking this is The Last of Us.
It's got to be The Last of Us, isn't it?
I think it's
the
The
film.
Last
The,
of
the biggest clues there are the survivor in an
Standoff.
infected world. Infected is what
Yeah,
they call
yeah.
their.
Yeah, they don't
thing.
call them zombies, do they?
And plays out like a film is
I
The
don't
Last
get
of
the
Us.
And there's-
standoff events though. I mean, is that it's talking about like when Abby and Ellie are like facing off? That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
think it's,
let's
it's sort of
see.
like when you face another human in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And like they don't know what they're gonna do, and you look at them from a
Yeah.
distance, and it's like, okay, I get it. That makes sense.
Oh my god! I said it, and oh my god!
What?
So Stu
it's
does
not
this
Last
every
of Us
week. He knows the
Sorry.
answer and he doesn't say
Oh,
it.
hell, he did, 'cause
Just,
I've seen it.
He
oh,
holds on
damn,
to
I'm
it
gonna let
because
them
it's like a
swear.
precious metal.
Left 4 Dead.
I said Left 4 Dead as
Standoff
Well,
well.
I said
events?
Left 4
What's
Dead as well.
standoff
I said Left 4
events?
Dead. So let's
we
see what it says.
dispute your question.
Well, let's see. He's got explanations.
He's got
so let's see.
explanations.
So you can play as one of 4 survivors: Bill, Louis, Francis, Zoe, Coach, Ellis, Nick, or Rochelle in either Left 4 Dead or
Bill's
Left 4
here.
Dead in a zombie-filled world. There are special
Let me
infected
patch that up for you.
tanks, witches. God, I hated witches.
Yeah, man.
Ugh, they were awful. Hunters, smokers, boomers, etc. that will cause high damage if you're not dealt with quick enough.
What a treat it was when you became the tank. Remember that?
It was.
And you're like,
Oh,
oh, yeah,
yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
tank.
love it.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of a similar experience in gaming that is because it was random. I'll tell you what it was. Back in the day, the original the Star Wars Battlefront 2 games.
Oh, yeah, when you.
they would be like a Jedi has entered the,
yeah,
and then you got to be Darth Vader or
That's
something.
cool. And
That was
you're so
sick.
worried because you're like, I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna die instantly.
Oh yeah. Oh, it totally
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But it was great. The Tank was better in that regard because it was hard to, you got at least one or
Yeah,
two kills.
it
in
was hard
the-
to not. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
You will have to defend yourself in an area for a certain amount of time whilst you wait for
that's
something.
true. That does count as a standoff, Duke.
It does
'cause you
count
have
as
to,
a
like,
example, waiting for the lift in Mercy Hospital to
It's
take
like
you
a
to
last
the roof.
stand. When I think standoff,
wait.
it's like
Well, it's still a
two
standoff.
people or
It's
two
just
groups of
standoff
people.
The word
against it.
stand
technically,
is in
it's
both
just-
of those things.
But it's
Yeah,
not
it
the
is.
best phrase to describe that
Oh
scenario.
God, it's a goddamn English.
I'm a
teacher
writing
again.
teacher. What do you want?
Well, yeah.
You
Well,
are
I'll
standing
take
in the
It's a
situation.
standoff. It's a standoff with the zombies, isn't it?
Not a standoff.
While you're waiting.
Not a
Standoff. There are movie posters at the start of every level and
Yes.
stat screen that
Yes.
resembles the credits
Yeah.
of a film.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I
that was
didn't
good.
really think of
Good.
Left 4
We
Dead as a
really got it.
movie,
They said
but
safe room. That would have been a good clue.
I didn't really
Look,
think
it's-
of Left 4
look.
Dead as a movie, but it
Can't
is more
make it-
like a movie, isn't it?
Can't be too easy, Duke. Can't be too easy.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Because you just want things
standoff is
easy
the
all
wrong
the time.
phrase.
Look,
I just
I'll
want
just-
standoff
just
to not
leave
be
it,
in
man.
that.
Okay,
leave it.
okay.
No,
next
just
one.
accept
Next one.
never.
Next one.
Just accept it. I'm fine with
Stu,
it.
next
Ginny's fine
one.
with it. You're
Next one.
outvoted.
Stu.
Leave it. Stu. Now you need to
Question
leave it.
4. Question 4. Number 1.
Yes.
A
We got 2 right.
turn-based tactical combat game.
XCOM.
Okay, turn-based tactical yeah, XCOM. What was the other one? Like XCOM wasn't
XCOM?
XCOM like a new version of something else? Or I don't know.
XCOM.
Anyway, go on.
Small platoons battle each other.
Company
Small
of
what?
Heroes.
Small platoons. battle
Small
each other?
platoons battle each other.
Company of Heroes.
Maybe
Yes,
Company of Heroes.
Oh, no, actually,
Uh,
Company of Heroes is not turn-based. Sorry. It's real time. It's real
Yeah,
time.
no, you're right. It's real-time strategy.
Battle on destructible hazardous landscapes.
I don't know about that. I haven't got a clue.
Worms?
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And
That's a
I'm
good
saying
one.
that because the final clue is contains many weapons and tools, but also some bizarre
Yes.
weapons.
Tools and
That's
bizarre
it.
weapons.
Well
It's
done, Duke.
well
I don't
done,
think I'd have
Duke.
got that. I don't think I'd have
And
got
I've only
that.
ever played like one Worms game.
I love
for
Worms.
a short period of time.
I love Worms.
But I
Armageddon,
remember there
man,
was
that is a
the
game.
precursor to Worms was called Scorched Earth. Anybody ever play that back out there? Very old school. It was like a DOS game or something, like Windows 3.1. And it was just you were tanks, and all you could do was move the tank.
Oh, I've seen
barrel
that.
up
Yeah,
and
I've
down.
seen that. Yeah.
It was not. I mean, it was a great game at the time, but you play it now, it would
Yeah.
bore you to shit.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
you ready?
yeah,
Here
I
we
love a game
go.
of Worms, Stu.
And the answer is Worms.
Worms.
Oh,
we should you know what we should do?
Yay.
We should see if we could do like a Christmas stream, right?
Of Worms. I
Of
love
Worms. Yeah, and we just play Worms.
I love Worms. I'm crap at it, but I love playing
I know,
it.
it's so much fun.
It is.
so
Worms
much fun.
Armageddon, man. What a game.
It's great.
Anyway, there was Worms in explanation. Worms is turn-based. You control a team of 4 worms against another team of 4 worms.
Yep.
The world around you will get blown up,
Mhm.
landmines laying around, and you can fall into the water. And number 4, the bazookas, shotguns, ninja ropes, and unusual such as Concrete Donkey, Banana Bomb, Super Sheep, and let's not forget the Holy Hand Grenade,
Holy Hand
which
Grenade.
which
yeah.
just the
1,
best weapon
2,
ever.
5.
I'm more of a fan of
Hallelujah.
the banana bomb. I love the banana bomb. Such a good bomb.
Super Sheep. Super Sheep was
Super
amazing,
Sheep,
but
yeah.
hard to control. Hard to control.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that. All the best cheese. I thought it was brilliant. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it. I really
good stuff.
liked it.
Thank
Keep
you.
it
We
coming,
got
man. We
3
like
right.
that.
Yeah,
we
it's
like that
fun.
a lot.
Any kind of quiz. Anybody listening out there, if you want to make us a quiz, we will enjoy it. Some quizzes are better than others, but it's not a contest. It makes
And do you know what he did? Can I just say,
podcast
by the
fun.
way, he left plenty of space between the questions and the
He
answers.
did.
Yeah.
He thought about it. So because
Thank
obviously,
you.
you know, you've got to make sure because I see it, so I'm obviously going to see it straight away. But that was great. Thank you for that. We do appreciate any
Yay.
people who write in. That's brilliant.
Appreciate it.
And we've got one.
and no
one-
speak pipes.
We have got. I sent it you. Only just, by the way, at the beginning of the show. So I
Oh.
only just sent it you.
No, I didn't get it.
Did you not?
Did you not?
No, I did not.
How weird. I will
Yeah.
send it to you again.
All right. Yeah. I will love
Oh,
you.
it says address not found. How is that? Oh, it's
okay.
because I did. Sorry.
Pipe, it's the way to leave a
No, no,
message
it's
for
crap.
us.
I
Send
picked your.
speak pipe people.
I
It's a
picked it to
fine
the.
time.
Sent it to the
Nobody cares.
SBCglobal.net
It's a
by
great
mistake.
opportunity to communicate with us. Let us hear your voice. You can just search
Yeah.
SpeakPipe Veteran Gamers. It'll come right up. and we'll play it on the show.
We
as long as
will
it's not filled with
eventually.
profanity.
If I send it to the right
Although we
email
usually
address, would help.
Don't preview them, so even if we
This
had
is
something
for the listeners. This is called Dead Air.
It is. Well, it's not because we're keeping them
Stalling.
talking. So it's
Yeah, but it's
not dead.
cack. We're talking.
It is
cack.
cack. It is cack. Well, it's not dead quite. So there you
This
go.
is though.
But hopefully he's got it now. You know, hopefully he's about to play it.
Okay,
Leave it
like I
alone.
was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
That's a
There we
weird
go.
speak pipe.
Voice message number 639. That reminds me, I got to 800 days on my Duolingo work today. What?
Well done.
800.
Well done.
I don't know a whole lot of Spanish, but I know un poquito.
So it's
All right,
working well.
Yeah, here we go. Saint Diesel is hooked.
Gone fishing instead of just a wishing. Gone fishing. Hey, veteran gamers, it's Saint Diesel back again.
Hi.
After hearing you do last week's real horror movie quiz, I was thinking, what could I do maybe for a different type of quiz before Christmas comes around?
We nailed that quiz, by the way.
We did, by the
everybody.
way.
If
I
you didn't
thought
hear
we
it, man,
did
go
very
listen
well
last
last week.
We
did
killed
really
that
well.
shit.
We did.
And I was inspired by Stu's little rant from a couple of weeks ago, and I thought maybe I could do a quiz about lesbian representation in video games.
Oh God!
What do you
It
think
won't
Stu
go away.
could be aware?
I know, yeah.
Let me rewind that since we talked over
Stu's
it.
little rant from a couple of weeks ago, and I thought maybe I could do a quiz about lesbian representation in video games. What do you think, Stu? Could be aware.
Just do it.
But
I
this
don't
week I wanted
care.
to talk mainly about the show Gone Fishing with Paul Whitehouse and
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Chinny recommended this last week.
Chinny was so enthusiastic about the show over the last 2 or 3 weeks that I thought I'm going to seek it out and see what it's like. And I found it all on the BBC iPlayers, I think you said. But also season 6, the latest season, is also on YouTube. I watched season 6 and it was excellent, I thought. It made me smile, it made me laugh, maybe sad in a few places, but overall feel good entertainment, I think. And I'm hoping to watch the whole series 1 to 5, but I maybe do a bit of a memento and work my way backwards through the seasons. But that's really all I wanted to say. If no one's watched it, I'd recommend watching it, at least season 6. And that's it. So I'll just say, and away.
And away.
And away.
That's from the
that's
show.
from the show.
So if it's on YouTube, Duke, can you please watch 2 episodes of it this week?
So here's the thing. I went looking for this show, and there were some clips on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I didn't find whole episodes, but I did find some clips, and I watched a couple of them, and I wasn't blown away, dude.
No, I
don't know
think
if I'll
clips
get
don't
it,
do
or,
it.
like-
No, I think clips don't do it.
Yeah, it's about the
It's gonna be
conversations,
like,
isn't
you
it?
can't
I
you
guess?
gotta watch the whole season of Battlestar.
No.
Galactica,
It's
dude.
like you can watch any episode from any season, at any point. It's more about the bond of those 2 people, all right? And it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's.
I mean, when I say clip, I'm talking about like I'm looking at it now. Like this was it. They called it. This is the official YouTube page. It's called the first episode. It's a 6-minute clip, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think what you don't get
I
in a
wasn't captivated.
clip is like the sheer magical like part of the episode. I don't know. You've got to watch an episode. Please watch an episode.
I'll try again.
Please watch an episode. Just watch a full episode. All right.
I'll see if I can
But
find
you've got,
one.
but
I'm
it's,
not paying
but
money.
I know you, Duke. You're a guy who's Liberty Tom, and you're like fast. Come on, give it to me. Give it. All right, you've got to slow down for this show. All right,
I'm okay with slowing down.
you got to slow down. All right, please watch an episode. It's
Okay.
one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. So good, and I'm glad you enjoy it.
I don't know if it's available to me. It might be only on British YouTube. Or
I might have to like dodgy record these and send them to you. I'm that
Yeah,
passionate.
you
I
need
am
to do something.
that passionate about this.
You just
show.
need to get a VPN, dude. Get a fucking VPN
No,
free
no.
trial.
VPN.
Free trial of a VPN, that'll work it.
I'll work it out and send it to because I love it so much.
Anyway, before we do shout outs, I guess Chinny should give us a report on the Tickety Talk.
Oh yeah, we haven't got like lots more views from last time, but the Dead Space and the Spider-Man videos.
Spider-Man.
This Dead Space video was getting so many views. I thought it was going to overtake the Spider-Man video.
Really?
But then the Spider-Man video all of a sudden got another surge of views. So the last time we saw
Alright.
them, they were on 6,000 each, almost 6,000 views each. Which
So
I'm-
which? Wait a minute. What? The Dead Space one?
the Dead Space one as well, yeah.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do a section on this episode where we react to their comments, but I haven't done it.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
So, okay, so let's do it. So we
Oh my
got
God.
I
can't believe it's had 6,000 views.
yeah.
on
So it's
TikTok.
so the Dead Space, the Spider-Man one has had now 8,165 views,
Right.
and just to give you an indication, it's had 610 likes. Right.
So what was the Spider-Man one again? Remind
That was
me.
you saying it's only 15 hours long, and I said it's the best.
Oh,
thing ever.
right. Okay. Right. Yeah.
So the Dead Space one has got 7,700
Wow. I'm
views,
shocked.
right?
I'm totally
But
shocked.
only 268 likes. But
Okay.
so the Spider-Man one has got 47 comments. Listen to this. Dead Space has got 122 comments.
No.
Right? Stop.
Because I saw
Stop.
I saw it on YouTube and I was like, "There's 7 comments on the
Stop.
YouTube."
Stop.
short.
Right.
Oh my God.
So these are. So we're going to react to the comments live. You haven't seen these before, Stu, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Here
Holy
we go.
shit.
So the
I am shocked.
top comment that's been liked the most is by Mighty
my
Jaffa, and
Oh
they
my
say,
God.
listen. They say, I've been
I dread to think.
listen, shut up, be quiet.
I'm sorry.
Right. Mighty Jaffa says, I've been
Uh.
thinking about this a lot recently. What level of any representation acceptable for these people? Is any at all auto woke?
Is that it?
See,
Is that
he's
the-
Yeah.
ascribing to you an understanding that it's not fair. Like, go ahead.
So
what's
basically,
not fair?
so what? So I'll read it again. What level of representation is acceptable for these people? Is any at all?
Oh, meaning me?
Is any at all
Yes.
auto woke? So if they
Right.
represent
No.
anything, is it auto woke?
No.
Right.
No.
No.
It's like I said, which obviously you didn't put any of the other stuff I said during the show,
No.
which is it's
Well,
not,
during
it's
that
not
episode, you did not
meaningful.
explain yourself.
No,
very
it
well.
was the next episode that you explained yourself.
Yeah,
so.
it's just not meaningful. It's just lip service.
Right.
And
So
that's
when you
what
said it's
frustrates
woke,
me.
that
Stu.
you shouldn't have said it was woke. Your problem isn't that it's woke.
Shoot.
Well, it's kind of a backslapping thing, isn't it? It's like, oh, we've got it in there, so
Right.
everyone can see we've represented lesbians.
This is
in the
boring.
game.
This is boring. Right,
That's
let's react to
really-
some more. Let's react to some more. This is boring. Right. Sorry, this is the most liked one. And I
It's
like
not meant to be like an explanation.
yeah,
it's
don't
you just
explain
respond.
yourself. This is a
Yeah,
react,
no,
right?
just
5
saying,
seconds. That's all you have.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Okay.
This is the top one actually. I'm not bothered by it. Proceeds to talk about why it bothers him.
You see, that was
Look at it. Look at him. He's triggered.
I'm
triggered.
not triggered, but I am bothered by it because I just think it's pointless.
So at least you said it. Right, yeah.
You're not explaining. Time's up.
But on the
I'm
clip,
bothered
on the
by it.
clip, you say, "I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered."
I'm not bothered by lesbians or bothered by gays being represented in
Too
games.
late,
I'm
Stu.
bothered-
Too late.
Too late.
I'm bothered
5
by
seconds.
the pointlessness of it.
No, right, okay. Next one. Next one.
Pointlessness.
Quote, it's woke loosely translates to, quote, I'm angry about it, but can't give a good reason why.
No, well, I have done. I think I've fairly well.
Now, this
justified
next
myself
one,
at this
right?
point.
This next one is my favourite comment that we've got, right? I love
oh
this
boy.
one. And just for the record,
Okay.
some comments are so offensive that you have to review them and approve them. And I approve
Right.
this one. So this was
Right.
something that
Wow,
was
that's a
hidden.
sign that,
This was hidden,
yeah.
and I approved
Wow.
it. Right? I love
Oh,
this one.
God.
It's simple.
Okay.
By Jack Nuttall, it says, "Fuck me, what a bunch of losers."
Wow,
I love it.
that's just as in
Yes.
general.
Just love
Brilliant.
it.
Yeah.
Like, all of us, we're all
Exactly.
just a bunch of fucking losers.
We should. That's the title of the episode. Fuck
So
me,
were there?
what a
I mean,
bunch
out of
losers.
those 120, were there any
So,
supporting my point of view?
so to be fair, right? To be fair, there are some of them that
Yeah,
do
I
agree.
also hate lesbians.
I would say, I don't know the exact numbers, but I would say it's around about 85% like saying you stop moaning about it, you big fucking boomer, right? Or whatever. and but the other 15% is, oh yeah, there's too many bloody wokeness in our games. So
So it's people that you don't want agreeing with you. are
Well,
agreeing
to be
with
fair, right, but there was one comment on the YouTube short, which actually summed it up probably better than I did. To be fair,
Yes.
and he said, "Why do you care about content of your media? Just be a mindless zombie like the rest of us, man." don't have opinions or beliefs of any level of critical thinking, just applaud the lesbian because that is what her inclusion was meant to achieve. Backpatting for the representation rather than quality content. A lesbian story.
Right, but
Fucking hell, it's an essay.
Let me finish.
Fucking
No,
hell.
you don't want us to co-sign that. Though.
Wait till I finish before you
ahead.
start commenting.
Go
Let me finish. Calm. Just let me finish for once.
Well, stop saying let me finish
Imagine
and finish
if he
it.
interrupted you, Chinny.
A lesbian
Go ahead,
story
Steve.
can totally be quality content, but in most games, it's hardly given an interesting story. It's just lazily thrown in. Like the odd trans
Yes,
character in
fine.
Dragon's Age, that matters not at all to the plot, but gotta stick them in somewhere rather than making them a fleshed out person, which is more or less what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that's fine. But as Jacinta said, for some people, some visibility, even if it's paper thin and meaningless, is
Yeah, but what's the
meaningful.
point of that? It's meaningless. So what's the point?
But it's not
here's the thing,
meaningless.
Stu,
Just
I'm
for
gonna
the
say- wait,
sake of it.
Ah,
Right, it's not.
why have we
meaningless to
started
them.
talking about it
If-
again?
Well, because you brought it up.
Right.
Look,
Pretty much
if
the
there
reason
were
I'm
a
talking
game,
about it.
if there were a game, it's not even a game. If there were a world of entertainment that never had cishet white guys, and we felt like we were never shown, we might feel nice when there's occasionally a cishet white guy, even if it was paper thin and not have much significance.
Okay,
No,
right.
because I think it would be.
I want to read more comments. I don't want to talk about it.
meaningless.
Go
I
ahead,
don't-
Jenny, read
right.
more comments.
This one agrees with you, Stu, but doesn't
Okay.
put it in a very good way. Right.
Well, yeah, that's probably the case with most
Okay,
of them.
and I'm going to read this in a northern voice because it sounds appropriate. Okay, so this is
Okay.
from was the Noobage 3, right? They didn't have to mention that she was a les at all. It doesn't matter. Why did they
Doesn't
even?
matter.
Why did they even mention it? It doesn't add to the bloody overall story. Right, that's that one.
But he's right. He's totally right.
No, this one
It's
is
just
good though.
meaningless.
This one is good, right? I like this one. Adding a lesbian takes nothing from me, but adds something important for someone else. Seems like a good deal for me.
Yay! I like that.
Yeah,
That's
guy.
a nice one, isn't it?
Well,
That's a nice one. And then there was some funny ones. You need to get a job or a hobby. Why do you care about the sexuality of a pixel? And I said, I'll pass that on to him when he's finished work. Is what I said.
Yeah, thank you.
Ah,
Cheers, thanks for that.
Yeah. This one, look, agrees with you. I mean, the man's got a point. It adds nothing to the story whatsoever. Overexposure isn't inclusion. At certain points, you ask, why is it necessary? So there are people that are agreeing
Thank
with you,
you.
Stu.
No, it's totally true.
I am skipping over the ones that call you a closet homophobic wanker,
That's
by the way.
fine.
So
It's
this
fine because I know I'm not.
this one,
Yeah,
I said,
no,
this one
fine.
says, dude on the bottom, which is you, Stu. Dude on the bottom is clearly closeted, and I said his wife is getting a surprise then.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it's not woke. Snowflakes can't handle a lesbian. This one is
Can't
good.
handle a throwaway line.
This one is good. Specky bro sounds like a total loser, right? And I said, this is what I'm going to call Stu from now on. Yo, Specky bro.
Specky
Becky
bro.
Bro.
And this is apparently, I don't know if you've noticed this in the game, Stu, but it says, I bet he cried when he found the gender-neutral toilets in the game.
I did. I totally
Did you cry?
I totally
Did
cried.
you cry?
I did. I totally cried.
And then this one was a criticism of Duke. Duke said something in the clip.
Oh, sweet.
Fine, at last.
Duke
Finally,
says,
someone talking about me.
Duke said, I think
Exactly.
you're talking about like why does every game have a heterosexual relationship? Because there always is one. And then Joseph Malone 7 says every game has to have a heterosexual. That's how we procreate, you tit.
That's true. That's also true, Duke.
Yeah, because
Right.
there's no way for gay people to procreate.
There's no way.
What an idiot.
Josh says, what a fragile man about you, Stu.
Yeah, I am totally fragile.
Hold on. So this is funny because we had an email about what happens if we get review bombed, but this is basically what we do.
Yeah, that's we've invited it.
So hold on. There's a lot more. So just put it with me. It's been playing on his mind. He's the one who brought it up, but it doesn't bother him. He needs to get a grip. And I said, but he wasn't bothered. Did you not see the thing?
Wasn't
They get triggered by one thrower. Like I'm getting involved with it. Why are they throwing me under the fucking
You were
bus?
totally
It's
involved.
classifying all of us.
I
as
didn't
just-
do
You're
anything.
culpable because by association. Do you
They
not know how
get
this
triggered
works?
by one throwaway line and call everyone else snowflakes. We didn't call anybody a snowflake, did we?
No.
Yeah, this is the thing that really bugs me about these discussions is that like people attribute all sorts of assumptions to, in this case, Stuart, most of which are not fair, and then they
No, sorry, Duke.
arguments
It's Specky
with
Bro,
the
not
straw
Stuart.
man.
Specky Bro.
Specky
that's
Bro,
me.
yeah.
Specky Bro.
They have these arguments with these straw men because it's a lot easier and more fun to have those arguments because they know that it's much harder to have a nuanced discussion about this stuff. And that anybody's capable of doing that. We see that all over the political spectrum. So everybody out there, resist simplification, address what people actually say instead of putting words in their mouths.
Yeah.
Here.
So there you go. We got a lot of. I don't mind this stuff because it's kind
Can't
of
believe we've had 7,000 comments. That's just
not 7,000
Well, and the other
comments.
thing is
Sorry, 7,000 views. Though.
views.
Even 120 comments is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
And it also speaks to the fact that, this TikTok was 45 seconds long or something like that?
if that.
50 seconds. Yeah.
Right. And so, we've known Stu for 12. We've been doing this show for over 12
Long
years
time.
now, right?
Yeah, a long time.
Right.
15 years.
So it's
even.
like we have a lot of context for everything Stu says. These people watching this have no context.
No, it's
Yeah.
just
So
like 50 seconds.
So that's
one
the
of those
danger,
things,
isn't it?
it's
So
like-
it's what I've noticed, Duke, is when you put a video on TikTok that does well, you get this flux of like people liking it, and then all of a sudden you get this like, it's almost like a reverse bell curve where you get like
Brigade.
you
Of
get
course, because
this
the
brigade,
outrage fuels
people start going
engagement.
whoa, and then you get this other
Right,
side of it where people start agreeing with you again. So it's really
of course,
weird.
right?
It is weird.
It's
and
because the algorithms are picking up on like anything that people are commenting on. That's what's going to jump to the top.
And
of
it's
your-
also controversial, so it's going to get views,
Right.
isn't it? Because of the controversial nature of what I said.
Yeah.
I guess.
See, again, another person that agrees with you, Stu, I think what he means is that what's the point in changing her to a lesb if it doesn't affect the plot whatsoever? It just feels random and forced. So there are people that agree with you.
It does.
The
It
problem
does.
with putting things on the internet is that you get every fucking Tom, Dick,
It's
and
also,
Harry.
by the way, I did reply to someone on the YouTube because when I thought about it a bit more, I went back and looked at the clip again, right? And what's kind of interesting when you actually listen to what she says, where is it? I'm trying to find it. Apart from anything else, as a plot point, she's quite insensitive because Isaac's wife may or may not be dead, and she chides him for watching it more than once, even though he indicates he's only just received it, right?
Yeah.
And then she makes light, saying she'd rather talk to her girlfriend, who's probably safe at home, rather than listen to important security protocols.
Stu's wrote
So
this
even the
down.
way-
Stu's wrote this down. I can see him checking notes.
I know. But even the way they've managed to get it in there's not actually a very good plot point because she's really insensitive to him.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like read the room, man. It's just a clumsy way to reference her sexuality in the first place. Even when you actually listen to what she says, it's not actually even that well.
How about this?
thought
I
out.
think we can all agree on this, okay? If you're going to include a lesbian character, make it a full person and not just a throwaway line.
because
We all
that's
agree on that?
literally all it was.
Great. Like, that's it. We said it. Let's just move on.
There you go.
We all
Okay,
agree.
on that note, we need to do some shout outs.
Yes, I'm going first because I want to give a big shout out to Antonio. He knows why. He's my ride or die, and I really appreciate. I know you said it didn't mean much, but or it wouldn't have meant much to you. Whatever. And there's so many layers of nonsense in the exchange. He knows what I'm talking about. Whatever. This is like private to so and so. But it did mean a lot. So I really do appreciate that, and I know you know something about where I was at yesterday, and so it's awesome. Shout out to the Duchess. Shout out to Antonio, and shout out to everybody who's cool. And Amar is always sending me stuff on WhatsApp, and some of it I like and some of it I don't, but that's okay because he keeps it coming. And shout out to everybody who watched and liked our TikTok.
Yeah,
And,
I'm just
there's
wow.
more coming because we're funny people. So
Yeah.
there's going to be lots more awesome
Who
stuff.
knows?
She's
Who
good at
knows?
editing.
He
He's gonna
is.
throw
Oh
up a
yeah,
bunch of stuff.
he's definitely good at
Yeah,
editing.
and everybody who wrote, and everybody in our chat, Soul Brother, and there's probably other people too. Sean and Antonio's there, and Ant, and James Bevan, and whoever you said is on Twitch, and Tainted Brain, and Jason Gallagher, and who wrote that quiz? Whoever sends the
A
riddles?
silent gamer.
Silent Gamer, yeah.
Yeah,
Who sends
Silent
the
Gamer,
riddles?
great quiz, by the way. Keep
The
them coming,
clues, yeah,
hopefully.
he did the clues.
Yeah, the clues. Give us another one.
Oh, the
sends the
riddles
riddles?
one. Mark Singh, was it? That?
Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
They're
everybody.
great. We
love
enjoy
you.
all this stuff. It's
And shout out to
it's-
Jacinta. She and I have been changing emails about school and marking and stuff. So
It's like I've
You-
said before. I almost see the listeners as the fourth host of the show. You know,
well, they're
who
a great
send us in,
community, and we're lucky to have them.
send us in emails, send us in quizzes, and all that sort of stuff. The kind of
Send us speak
part,
pipe.
it's a big part of the show that we really enjoy. So thanks
Yeah.
for that. So I definitely second that as a shout out. I'll also shout out all the people who commented and watched the TikTok. I'm just amazed that it was that many.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't even know what
We've
else.
had we've had some success on there. Like we did with the Starfield rant that I did, and I said it was all boring. The Dead Space
See,
one.
we
But
need
you
more
gotta admit-
controversial hot takes.
Well,
the
the,
more
the
controversial
Spider-Man
it
one,
is.
I didn't think was that
Spider-Man.
controversial because it was me
Yeah.
gushing about Spider-Man. But it starts with Stu saying,
Well, yeah.
So-
exactly.
so I
Stu's
only-
the star of our TikTok page.
I only put that in. I
I'm
only
the
put that
person who
in.
causes all the
No, but
trouble.
I only put that in because I start talking about Spider-Man. There was no way to edit it in a way where I started talking about it without putting Stu in, and I almost cut him out.
Okay.
But it was because he said it only lasted 15 hours that everybody kicked off. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
Right,
like this
right.
just weird bit of
So
luck
we need
that you've
Stu
got
to say one thing that everyone's
No,
gonna get mad
no,
at.
don't alter the show so we start getting controversial.
Okay,
We're not,
what do you
No,
want
we
me to
can-
say?
we can
What do you want me to
No,
say?
I don't want.
Thirsty suitors. That's something we said that
I
we
don't
were
want
angry
Stu
about.
to turn into Piers Morgan. Just leave
I'm
it.
I'm not going
Right.
to turn it to
Yeah, what
No.
about Ben Shapiro? Do you have any thoughts about
Yeah.
like what feminism is doing
Yeah.
to ruin manhood?
No. Next week's show, Jordan Peterson.
My
Everyone.
wife's vagina is very, very dry.
Wow. Anyway,
Yeah,
That's what
anyway.
Ben Shapiro
it's
said.
not a very nice thing to say about the Duchess.
That's what Ben Shapiro said.
I wasn't saying it about the Duchess. I was quoting
Wow.
Ben Shapiro.
I can't believe you just said
It
that.
was a quote, Stu. Get over it.
Yes. Trying to
Anyway,
make a TikTok video now.
I know, yeah, we're making one now.
Wait, we need dancing. That's what goes
My
big on
wife's
TikTok, right?
vagina
Dance
is really
challenges.
dry.
Look, that's COVID. Well, that's over now. No one dances.
So is that the title for this week's
Oh,
show?
okay.
My wife's vagina is
No.
Dude, like
Stop
it's-
it. Stop it.
7 years ago. That's a long time ago for you to be talking about Duke.
Right.
God save the Queen. You don't even know the Queen. The Queen's dead. Why would you say that?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway,
So, have we done shout? Has
No.
everyone done a shout
Kenny,
out?
did you
I
do a
don't
shout
even
out?
know anymore.
No, because I'm waiting to
hush
do
up,
something.
Specky
Oh
boy,
my
and let
God.
Chinny do something.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
So what we
Specky boy,
need to
we'll call it
do, what we need to do. Can you listen? Can you listen? Because I need to do something.
I don't
right?
know anymore.
I need to do something. So we need to make a promo on TikTok, right?
Right.
So because we want people to listen to this shit show, right? So Duke
Do we
and
though?
Stu, you've got 10 seconds to say why
God.
a bunch of idiots had listened to us on
Don't
a
even know
podcast.
what to say.
So Duke, go. You got 10 seconds.
I'm not
go.
very good at this. Go.
All right, listen, you big-headed schmucks. If you don't watch the Veteran Gamers, then you don't actually like video games, and your grandmother's ugly, and fuck you and your grandma. Is that gonna appeal to TikTok? You can censor out the
Stu,
FU, right?
could you tell us about what the show is about and, and why would somebody listen in 10 seconds? Go.
Frankly, I just don't care whether you watch it or not. I don't give a shit.
We talk about video games. What
Yeah.
is there to say?
Brilliant. And how long
Fuck
have we?
grandma.
Who cares?
How long have we been doing it?
I don't know. Too
Since
long.
1841.
Fucking ages, years.
Yeah, 15
All right,
years.
that'll
15
do.
years.
That'll do. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. That's our promo. That will be our promo. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So
All right.
shout out to everybody that's obviously commented on our Tick'n Talks. Also, yes, shout out to the Minecraft server. So please join us on the Minecraft server. Obviously, don't destroy other people's work, but set up a plot of land. If you hold on, wait, there it is. Set up a plot of land. If it's empty, it's yours, so you can take it.
Yeah.
and
And
you
ride
know,
my roller coaster.
yeah, ride Duke's roller coaster. Put your name where your land is, so you know people know who's.
I took the
living
top
there.
of a mountain. I took the whole top of the mountain.
So I want to
That's
see
right, you
people in
did.
there over the Christmas period. A bit of a social game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be jumping in there
Join
now
us,
and again.
play
I've got it on my
Minecraft.
Switch, so I might not be able to talk if I'm
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
But yeah. So just Minecraft. If you want details of how to get in, contact me on Discord. Join our Discord server to get
Holler
some
at our
details.
Discord.
Thank you so much. Join us on Minecraft. That's all I've got to say. And thank you to
All
Duke
right.
for sending Rosa little Thanksgiving gifts. That's very nice. of him.
Aw, thank you for having a cute baby.
It is a cute baby.
Very cute,
I'm
baby.
just saying.
Shit's
Yeah.
like a Great Dane,
All
but
right, we
very
done?
cute.
I'm definitely shocked
Aw.
that Chinny is anything to do with that baby. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I'm suspicious, to be honest.
I think it is.
Very
Right,
suspicious.
and that note,
There's a very handsome postman that comes by.
Yeah, very handsome, yeah.
on that note, we do need to get the hell out of here. But
show's over. No
I actually think it's a window cleaner.
Get
just saying.
out.
You think it's Ben?
I think it's Ben.
Oh no.
Worst podcast
It is the worst one.
From North Guildtown.
Can I just say, by the way, last week's show has had more listens than previous week's shows.
Oh, the TikTok promos are
It's
working.
not by a lot, but probably
The
by
algorithm.
the
Yeah.
downloads have gone
There
up
we
by
go.
about 100.
There you go.
100. So
All
it's
right.
not loads, but it's like 100 more listens than we normally have at this point.
Bloody
Oh,
loud.
dude, there's a
mate.
new mix from Cinca. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
I have to
So-
bookmark that. Can I just put this up here?
I mean,
No,
just a
bookmark?
minute. Let me just check. I can actually tell you this statistically.
maybe it
Just a minute.
does.
No, it's fine.
Just a minute.
fine.
Statistically,
No.
I say I'm sick of these YouTube ads, man. This is driving me nuts. I'll put on a DJ mix, and then suddenly Patrick Stewart is telling me about refugees. I'm like, no, stop.
what's that on?
Well, it's because he's doing an ad for the International Rescue Agency.
No, but what are you listening to your mixes on?
On YouTube.
Well, you need to listen to
'Cause I
me
like to
on
watch
Mixcloud.
people. I like
And
to
then
watch
you-
people doing the mixes in scenic locations.
You see, you
You
can
don't
listen to
record
me.
in scenic locations.
I
If
don't
you
know.
did a
He
mix
lives
in a
in
scenic
Preston,
location,
dude.
maybe
I live
I'll
in
watch.
Preston, dude. What do you
The
expect?
best.
Well, go to
I haven't got a
Menorca or
generator.
whatever.
No, the
I
best.
ain't
The
got a
best.
Go to
generator.
Bali and do a DJ
The
mix.
best he could do is
Have
like off the
someone
back
film
of
it with a
a
drone.
crackhead or something. You know what I
No,
mean?
to be fair,
That could be
I could do a mix up Rivington Pike. That's quite a nice place.
Yeah.
And have
It's just
Chinny come with
possible.
a drone and film it.
Yeah.
so, you
It's
know,
just possible that I might have heart failure on the way up there, and that would be bad.
So
that would be bad.
It
But it
would
would
be
be
bad.
worth it, man. Think of all the YouTube videos you'd get.
Think of all the
views
YouTube. Yeah, well,
when
that
you're like,
died
"Oh,
halfway up
somebody
the
call
hill.
613 or whatever the fuck number y'all.
yeah.
999 in this country.
It's 911, which is a
It's almost
cool number.
easier that just to press the same number 3 times there, Duke. I don't know why that's.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
999.
having a
Yeah.
stroke or something. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because people need medical emergency help.
Mhm.
I know.
All right, are we done?
I think we're
Say
done.
You had something? Okay.
Nope, that's it. We're done.
All right, I'm gonna go grade these papers. Have
What's
a
the
good
name of the
week, y'all.
episode? What's the name? Oh, what's next week's
Uh,
game?
Oh yeah, next week.
yeah,
By
what
the
is next
way,
week's
there is one that I've seen. Hold up, hold the hell up. There's a
Hold
game
up, hold
called
up.
Wild Hearts that looks pretty cool. It's an
Okay.
EA game. I was going to suggest Like a Dragon, the man who erased his name, but you two would hate
No.
it. So what's the point?
I ain't playing no fucking.
So
Yakuza.
what is the point? But yeah, there's
Yeah.
a game called Wild Hearts, which looks pretty cool.
Better not be
The name of the
thirsty
episode
suitors.
is Specky Bro.
Specky Bro.
Specky
I like
Bro.
Cool.
Yeah. Specky
Yeah.
Bro responds to his critics.
that. Specky Bro.
There you go.
No, that's a bit wordy. We'll
Specky
just stick
Bro.
with Specky Bro.
Specky Bro gone viral.
There
Specky
you
Bro
go.
gone
Specky
viral. We
Bro
could do
gone
that.
viral. That works.
Specky
do
Bro.
that.
All right,
Super.
bye.
Bye.
Okie dokie. See you.